And we should be up and running.
Give us just a minute here to ensure that everything is in fact working as planned.
Should be.
Alright, let's see. Alright, so it looks like we are in fact live now. Hello everyone! I'm Ryu, and this is Zero, and welcome back to our playthrough here of Super Robot Wars Z2. Momo, what are you doing in the background there? Be careful over there, kitty. Don't get into anything. Don't get into any trouble, please. So, as of the last time we left off, things had been happening. We had just finished up the Covert Ops Squad's little split here, as they had been off. All of the members of Zexus who had been less officially known were acting off on their own. This ended with dealing in the country of Azdistan. I believe I have that right. Which is the country that took over the Exodus pilot Setsuna's home country many years ago, back when he was a child soldier. He went there, he wound up meeting with the Imperial Princess, and he wound up rescuing her from the World Liberation Front, the terrorists we have met many times over with their genocidrons. Charming people they are.
Azdistan. There's an extra A.
Azdistan. Okay. So, very close. Yes, Kira wound up meeting with Relina Darlin there again as well. And he eventually came to the conclusion that... Setsuna came to the conclusion that no, he is not, in fact, a Gundam. Surprising, I know. He then merely decided that if he is not a Gundam, he merely needs to become one in the future. Seems reasonable enough.
Until you think of what that implies.
Kinda.
Evangelion style.
I should really hope not. So, after that, Elgin Roddick, our commander, slash sponsor, ordered both groups to meet up together so that we can deal with other approaching threats. We've gotten everyone back. The Die Guard has been upgraded a bit with a higher tier of anti-heterodyne weapon. This time it should be actually split into two parts. So one part is the pile bunker arm and another part is the flywheel that drives it. And the Gurren Lagann has picked up the Giga Drill Break move, which is probably its most famous attack. So that's good. Now on to the next stage. Let's see. Human Reformation League, we're in the Takaramakan Desert, I think. Which appears to be somewhere in northern China. It's something. Okay. Name's probably not quite right. Macross Quarter Briefing Room. It seems like you guys had some pretty fun missions over there, huh? That must have been fun. I mean, come on, you guys got to help out with the making of the Frontier Fleet special movie Bird Human and all. Yes. Hello. Hello, people in chat. But yes. So, yeah, back with the Open Route, they started off by getting a couple of idols from the Frontier Fleet and helping make a movie, so... They clearly had...
Both of the kittens are wandering about.
Yes. Hello, you two. Would either of you like to come on camera? That looks like a no, sadly. But yes. Yeah. So they got to see a pair of idols. Very fun. Oh, ground units can't support flying units? Interesting.
Okay.
That's good to know. As I don't think I've had that happen before. Then again, I haven't paid too much attention. I haven't used... Most of the time when I was using support attacks, it was either Crow with someone else, and Crow seems to just get along pretty well, or I just didn't have too many support attacks happening, since I didn't tend to use the heavy arms and the like a lot, the ones that had a lot of support attacks. It was mainly just Crow, and whenever he was helping someone out, it typically just didn't happen. Far easier to just have people beat up on individually, but...
Yep, that is good to know.
Yep. And to top it off, the pretty boy of the SMS wound up taking personal lessons from Cheryl Gnome and getting a kiss with a brand new idol. Well, who'd you hear that from? Ah, don't get so upset, Alto. Oh, I mean, come on, your kiss with Veronica was just something you were doing as a replacement for her stuntman, right? In other words, it was just a part of the movie.
Yep.
Yes. Even though Veronicca's brother, Captain Ozma, had a pretty complicated expression while he was seeing it. How unfortunate. If I'd known that there would be such fun and cheerful missions over there, I would have tried to go along with the open squad as well. Don't tell me, do you like idols, Johnny? It isn't something like that.
Sure it isn't.
But back when I was a salaryman, I often got involved in idol-related projects.
I guess he actually stole a job from the idol.
Stole a job from the idol?
Yes. For some, I don't remember what it was. I don't think they went into great detail, but that was mentioned in her first appearance.
Oh dear.
That she was really upset that some idol stole a job from her until she learned that it was a salaryman.
Well, I have a feeling she's talking about Dan Cougar there, but...
Could easily be,
So, I mean,
but
you've got
still.
Miss Oi the model. She'd count, probably. Yes. Let's see. Besides, as a salaryman, I have quite an interest in the business opportunities offered by this frontier fleet. That's expected of an elite who's former member of the sales brigade. You've got an entirely different opinion than us on these things. Let's see. Come to think of it, I heard that while the Open Group was in Japan, there was a bit of ruckus that you caused, Mr. Aoyama. Don't hassle me over that. It really was pretty hard back then. And Koku Bogar got caught up in a huge fight, and even Heterodyne started showing up. What is it, that Koku Bogar thing? You could think of it as Daigar's sister unit. Let's see. Yes. It's a robot for the defense and protection of the country, and the pilot's Kagi's mentor or something like that. Yeah, this... Yes, kitties?
One of our cats is eating something she shouldn't.
Yes, please do not do that, kitties. Yes. Yeah! Back when Shirota, I believe that is the tech officer's name, back when he got lent out to Zexus, at the same time the military got sent the Kokuboga to make use of. Yes, it's just Kokubogar, country defense bot. Just think of it like that. Isn't it always fun when they come up with such brilliant names for their robots?
But is it
Why did
better
they have
than
something like that?
Zabungle?
Is it better than Zabungle? Considering that Zabungle is an accurate description of the entire cast, pretty much, they bungle their way through everything? Good question. Not as much of a pun, though. Let's see. Well, I mean, Mr. Shirota was a former military man, after all. Well, he wanted to send the Kokubogar in our place because we don't want to get those civilians all wrapped up in military matters or anything like that. And so that's why I went ahead and said it. Salarymen exist to protect the peace! Or something like that. That's a nice line, isn't it? It sounds pretty catchy, so that they could really spread. And in order to shut up Akagi, Mr. Shiro decided that we'd have the Daigar and Kokubogar have a fight against each other. And the result was... Daigar got completely beaten up. I mean, come on, there's nothing to do about it. I mean, the pilot of the Kokubogar is my former mentor, after all. There's no way I could win against him. At that same time, just after that happened, a brand new Heterodyne wound up showing up. And the Kokubogar wound up getting swallowed by it. At the very end, the Dieguard's brand new weapon, the Not Punisher, was able to save the Kokobogar and destroy the Heterodyne! As a result of that, Mr. Shiroda accepted both us and Akagi and let us continue participating with Zexus. And what happened with Mr. Aoyama? Well, I'm the only one here who's able to keep up with the craziness Akagi keeps on going through. Oh, and I wasn't able to wind up quitting my job. Let's see. I mean, come on. And you were just trying to take care of your ailing mother, weren't you? That's a fine thing to think of. What is that? That's something private here. Let's see. Well, even though that happened, and then there was some bit of chaos in Tokyo, the cultural exchange event between Japan and the Frontier Fleet was able to go off without a hitch. Hey, and it's finally time to talk about what we did, right? Let's see. I heard that back at where the concert was going on, you guys protected Cheryl and wound up taking on some beastmen, right? Ha! So like that's a piece of cake for someone like me. I mean, come on, Simone put his effort into it too, didn't he? When I saw Miss Ranka up there singing, I felt a bit more courageous at that time too. Ah, come on, we were talking about that. Miss Cheryl's the same, right? That woman's got some pretty good guts, doesn't she? So what are you gonna do, Alto? It looks as though the two of them have picked up some new fans, huh? That's got nothing to do with me. Ah, don't be like that. What are you trying to pull? I mean, come on, what do you think of them? Leave me alone. But that was a pretty tough fight that we had there, wasn't it? I mean, at the plaza where the event was supposed to be happening, we had the Beastmen, we had Gishin soldiers, and to top it off, they even had Mecha Beasts showing up out of nowhere. Sounds like that was actually pretty chaotic, huh? Don't tell me. Were they all aiming for Cheryl? The popularity of the Galactic Fairy is something impressive indeed. I can't even laugh at that joke. Well, at any rate, all of them got taken out by Simon's and my hot burning souls in our brand new special move! Ah, if you've got something like that, I guess we'll have some pretty exciting things to see when we fight the World Liberation Frontier. Leave it to us! Those sorts of people who get off on making others upset, even if the heavens will forgive them, we shall never do so! If we leave those kinds of guys alone, they'll just cause problems for the whole world. Well, we need to make sure we take them out here. Come to think of it, what's happening with Miss Sumeragi? Ever since we met up, I haven't seen her around. If you're talking about Miss Sumeragi, she had some personal things to deal with and went ahead of us. Don't tell me. Is it a date? If it sounds like that, I'd be pretty shocked. Oh, come on! And what right do you have to go meddling in other people's private affairs?
Our poor clan.
See. But she's a member of Celestial Being. Something she's doing in private could be something incredible. Let's see. But I mean, hey, you gotta remember, it's not like she's been a member of Celestial Being for all her life or anything like that. She has to have had some sort of life before joining the group, right? Could be that Miss Sumeragi, she went off to go meet up with an old friend or something like that. We've got 2 days left until our official operation begins and we're all supposed to be meeting up. Till that, I wonder if she's going to be back by then. Miss Nakahara, are you worried about something? I guess. Just one of the Dieguard support staff. If we're fine, go ahead and talk. We'll be happy to hear you out. I was just wondering, is it really okay for the 21st Century Defense Corporation to be working with Zexus? What? Now what's up with that? I understand what you're saying. Let's see. Wait a minute. What are you saying, Miss Ibuki? You're really way too simple, aren't you? Can't you think about the situation we're in a little bit more? Situation? Are you guys unhappy working with Zexus to try and fight? You weren't thinking about anything at all, are you? Well, I mean, Zexus is formed by the UN's Peace Preservation Council in order to help people, but... I mean, in their members we've got Celestial Being, the Gundams from the Colonies, and the Black Knights as well. What's wrong with that? Do you not understand? I mean, they're all people who've been officially recognized as terrorist groups. In other words, if we keep on working along with them, there's a possibility that we might get labeled as terrorists as well. What? It's not just something as simple as saying, oh, no, it'll be no problem whatsoever. It's just going to be way too much trouble, you know? But, I mean, come on, those Celestial Being guys have stopped their armed intervention, right? Let's see. But even so, it's not as if we can just ignore everything they did before, right? I mean, come on, their weird tech they've been using is something that every country is just dying to get their hands on. So... Oh, are you saying that just because we've been going along with Celestial Being, we might get targeted as part of a terrorist cleanup operation? Operation. Well, interesting things my mouth is trying to say here. Fun. Well, from listening to what the Covert Squad had to say, it's highly possible something like that could happen. I mean, all the people in the Open Squad are allies of justice like Akagi says. But the people in the Covert Squad might be just considered another brand of terrorist. We really are on a weird path, aren't we now? Wait! Even you? You're not just enjoying the conversation, Aoyama? You seem like the kind of guy who'd be worried about something like that. I'm already resolved into the situation. Besides, to me at least, I'd rather hear what on earth Celestial Being has going through their minds. So you want to talk to me about it? In all honesty, what do you think? I mean, are you fine with me talking about it? I'm just an average salaryman from peaceful, everyday Japan. It's only natural that glasses girl would be worried about what's going on. After all, if she was my younger sister, or I'd give her a stern lecture about not trying to get involved with us. In other words, we members of Celestial Being are currently trying to find a reason that we're still working with Zexus. No, not quite right. We see that there's a reason to work with Zexus. However, we don't intend to keep on going along with people who don't see eye to eye with us. So you're pretty neutral about this personally, huh?
Cat. Don't go diving.
Oh, kitties, please stay out of dangerous areas.
It's not dangerous, it's just
cats. I guess I'm kind of similar to you, who's always just sort of wobbling about the place carefreely, not paying a care in the world. But lock on. Seems as though some of your friends are pretty upset with how things are going on. What is it? I'd assume this is something along the lines of, you are unnecessary. Let's see. Dictionary? What is Tyria saying? How unpleasant. What? I can only find it unpleasant to be working alongside those who haven't made the resolve to fight. People like you should hurry up and leave Zexus immediately. Wait a minute! I mean, come on, we're worried just a bit here, but... So in other words, you haven't just made your resolve. What? Ah, how very unusual. Well, I think that you guys would all be talking with celestial being. It's not like we get along with them. Alright, Akagi. We're gonna have you move Daigard a bit. Has something happened? Let's see. As a result of orders from the main company, Public Relations Division Number 2 is going to be taking part in some volunteer work. Volunteer? Volunteering with a super robot. Chapter 19. Everyone's Justice.
Okay.
Very happy, enthusiastic music. There were dimensional beasts rampaging around this area? Let's see. Well, currently they've been spotted springing up all over the world. The Heterodynes, which only show up in Japan, are way better than those guys. Let's see. And so, the areas that the towns and cities that have been busted up by dimensional beasts are receiving some cooperation from the Japanese government. And so they sent the job of taking care of repairs and patching things up to us who are in the area, huh? But why on earth did they deliberately request the 21st Century Defense Corporation? I mean, I'd say it's probably something to do with our public relations work, right? That's right, exactly. Daigard is a homemade super robot after all. For the Japanese government, being able to appeal its strength is an task of utmost importance. You still worried, Miss Ibuki? Ah, don't worry about whatever that Tieria guy said. I mean, come on. We're still here. Look at us right now. We're out here working for the sake of these people. I mean, I know that Zexus is important. Kitty, don't eat my shoe. What are you doing?
They've been doing that this whole time.
Cats. But, I mean, I can't see us getting along well with those celestial being guys at all. What do you think about it, Akagi? What do you mean? See. I mean, I can understand the Black Knights and the action of Duo and the others. They're resistance groups going against what they think to be some sort of cruel and tyrannical government. But I can't understand those celestial being people at all. After all, the only thing they've sent out to the world about their ideals and goals is that one message from that old Ilya Schoenberg guy. To tell the truth, once they wind up taking down the enemies of all humanity, it's highly likely they'll just go back to their armed interventions. Do you think they're gonna do that again? Let's see. I mean, come on. Not even Miss Nakahara and the others have any idea what's going on with them. It's wholly understandable that they'd be worried about what's happening. That's not the only thing I'm worried about. If we keep on working with Zexus, we're gonna have to fight terrorists and other things like that again, right? But, I mean, come on, we're protecting the peace for everyone! I know, but... I mean, to fight things that other people are writing is... I mean, come on, even if you say that we're going to avoid hitting the cockpits, it's not a good feeling fighting other people. I mean, I feel the same about that, but... Can you hear me, Daigard? Ah, Miss Kathy, is something going on? Let's see. We've got a recording from roughly 10 kilometers north of you. There's some sort of dimensional interference, and a Heterodyne has been confirmed to appear. What? Weren't those quakes supposed to be only around Japan? We don't know. We don't have the full details, but it appears as though the Heterodyne is heading your way. Please be prepared. Kagi, get that ready! No, look out there. And there's a Heterodyne. Heterodyne? It's exactly the same as the type that showed up in the plaza. Kagi, can you hear me? Yeah. We'll go ahead and take care of evacuating the townspeople. You guys, we already know. Taking out the Heterodynes is our job, after all. Yeah. Don't push it, Akagi. Yeah. Zexus and the others are heading... All the members of Zexus are heading here right now. This is Dygard's job. We'll do it! So, destroy the Heterodyne to win. Don't let any allies die. And for the SR point, clear the map within 5 turn ally phases. You do have Accelerate if you need it.
Yeah, sure. And we might as well start this off by debuting it, shall it? Yeah.
No, you need more will. Because of course.
More
Punch.
will.
I don't care where this is, but Heterodynes are for Dygard to take on! Let's go! We'll protect this town! Good luck. Yes, Dygard may be specialized for anti-Heterodyne warfare, but, it's still a more real super robot, so... Oh, yeah. Not good at fighting. Ow.
Heterodynes are interestingly shaped.
They're all very different, too. The only thing they have in common is that all of them have some kind of core. Which is exactly what the Not Punisher is designed to take out. Just smacking you with tentacles.
Sure, I should be able to survive the second one. Plus I've got... Guts, is it?
Probably.
Guts or Vigor, 30%.
Yes, you should have possibly both. But yep. That did okay damage, but it looks like this thing is gonna heal.
Healing. It has healing.
Always fun. And now World Liberation Front troops are showing up. Were you caught up in fighting the Heterodyne and didn't notice these guys approaching? What are these guys? Those mix-up machines. Don't tell me it's the World Liberation Front. Have these internationally wanted terrorists come to back us up? Alright. All units, advance! We're taking over this town! Because of course they didn't come for support. Why would they want to support people helping to save the day? Stop it! There's still people in the town! It's useless, Akagi! These guys are just trying to take over this city in the commotion! Why, you? What do we do, Akagi? We'll stop them! You're saying we're gonna take on both the Heterodyne and the World Liberation Front? That's impossible! We've got our hands full just dealing with this Heterodyne! No, it's impossible. Well, we can't afford to leave either alone! Let's go, Ibuki! Oh, yeah. If we don't do this here, there's just gonna be more casualties! Akagi? Of course, we were gonna aim away from the cockpits! We'll stop them the way that we're best at! Alright, Akagi. See, even I can't afford to just look away from what they're doing here. Oyama. See. Alright, Ibuki. We're gonna try and be careful with this, but we're gonna take them all out. Alright. Timing's gonna be pretty severe on making sure it's taken care of, but I leave it to you, Akagi. Alright, Ibuki. Since I've gone ahead and said I'll do it, we'll show you!
Battleship, please.
Destroy all enemies.
No. No battleship.
Yes, you do have guts there.
Okay.
So, if you think you need it. Also, you have vigor there.
Let's just go for Vigor for now.
Fun. You now need to take out everyone, not just the Heterodyne.
Okay.
I don't intend to say that there are such a thing as a good terrorist in this world. But people, I can't forgive people like you who wrap up innocent civilians in their fights. Akagi, let's go, Tigard! Even though we're Sailormen, we'll protect the peace! That's why we fight! But yes, Salaryman of Justice. As we're punching a ground-type fatty from Votoms. Goodbye. They are highly explosive.
Everything in Votoms is highly explosive, Ben, except the explosives.
Let's quickly see here. Yeah. HP regen small, energy restore large. All it's got is tentacle whip.
Supposed movement.
But okay, that's pretty easy to deal with. Oh, a realistic super robot sounds like a cool show.
It's... I've only seen one episode, so I can't really tell you much other than it's a thing.
So the Daiguard, when it's first picked up, the problem is, firstly, it's 10 years old. Basically, it was designed to deal with Tetradynes, and they hadn't appeared in the past 10 years, so this military-made mech was just sort of left to rust and given to a civilian company to deal with. They just used it as a promotional tool. Its armor was replaced with some absolute junk that just looked pretty.
It was aluminum, I believe.
No, it was zinc, they said.
Zinc.
But yes, it was absolutely pathetic, and when a Heterodyne did appear out of nowhere, it did a really bad job. All it was able to do was, you know, protect the citizens. And it still, like, lost an arm or two doing that. But it protected them.
Let's put it this way. The mech's cockpits all have desk fans in them.
Yes, it is very low budget in terms of protections. It has had very little upgrades in the time since, and they have to, you know, actually deal with the problems of some of their weapons. Like, they have a... Let me just quickly check here.
That said, if you can find it, it might be worth it.
They have here as one of their weapons a drill arm.
Oh,
I mean,
God.
that seems, you know, like a super common thing you'd have. You've got a drill arm just like the Gurren Lagann to punch through enemies. The problem is having a big gyroscopic spinning thing on the end of an extended arm is really friggin' hard to control, and so it takes them quite a few episodes to figure out how on earth they can even use it.
It's at least an interesting premise, however.
Yes. It's a very interesting premise, but it's very hard for them. If only we're able to use the punches.
That's an interesting Votoms armor.
Yes, it's also fun to compare the Daiguard to some of the other mechs that
Oh,
we...
right, they have the veil.
Mm-hmm. But yes, it is amusing to compare the realistic Super Robot here to the G Gundam units you get, who sadly are not in this game. They have every Gundam alternate timeline except G, but the G Gundams are always real robots that like to pretend they're supers, meaning they have the stats for real, but they always act like a super and they try to tank everything rather than dodge it.
To be fair, most of the time they can.
Yes.
Especially Domon Kashu.
Yes, they are martial artists. It's their job to tank things rather than, you know, actually fight. I mean, rather than dodge. They're designed to take a beating. Sure.
Unless your name is Domon Kashu, in which case you have God Shadow.
True. But then there's another mech that we'll be getting later in this game, the King Gainer, which is a super robot that likes to pretend it's a real robot. It's a super robot, which is... It can fly, it's got barriers, it's got all energy-powered attacks.
Yeah, G Gundam was super helpful in A Portable, especially if you got Master Asia.
From what I've heard,
Master Asia and Domon Kashu have the second strongest attack in the game, I believe.
probably. So yes, but the King Gainer is a mech. It's a super robot, clearly, as it's got all sorts of crazy powers. It can manipulate time, it can fly, it has dimensional pouches, dimensional storage pouches, It has gun blades.
Photon mat, whatever it is.
Yes.
I think it's a shield.
Yes, the photon mat is its shield. But the thing is, it likes to act like it's a real robot. Because it is a size S, it is super dodgy.
Oh hey, full knot puncher now.
Yes. And this is its upgraded weapon we were talking about they developed.
Which does look better.
Yes. Because they decided it's far stronger if you can split it into 2 parts.
At least its time manipulation is less random than King Crimson.
Yes, time manipulation is always crazy, but yeah.
It at least makes some semblance of sense.
Ish. Also, there's the fact that King Gainer is set in Siberia, which is a really unusual place for an anime.
Trying to get to Japan, is it?
Yes. The plot of King Gainer is a wild mess that I really wish I could find more of, because it is an absolutely ludicrous series I would love to watch fully. Because it's basically about a world in which there was some sort of huge calamity like 1,000 years ago, and ever since then humans have been living in walled cities, like these dome cities, enclosed from the outside world, with nothing but railroads leading between them. In order to kind of deal with this, there have been some people who've been like, hey, it's been like 1,000 years already. I'm sure that some of those, places we used to live, I'm sure they're habitable again. And so they decide they want to... This is the drill arm. And so these people decide they want to go off and see what on earth is going on and head back to their ancestral homelands. The railroads, which control like all of the commerce and money and everything, are not having it, and so try to put a stop to anyone who's trying to leave. Into the middle of this is stuck one Gainer Sangha, who is a video game champion living in a dome city in Siberia, who accidentally gets dragged into a plan to abandon the city, which includes pretty much his entire class other than him and half the city. So somehow these people manage to arrest the only person in the city who is not a part of these plans, but yeah. As a result, he winds up getting stuck into this crazy robot he finds and names the King Gainer, and it's a real trip.
That's not even talking about the Gachiko.
Yes, the Gachiko is an incredible robot, and if we do ever play through the original, you will get to see the full story and what I've heard described as one of the most embarrassing confession scenes in all of anime. Right up there with the Sekiha Love Love Tenkyo Ken.
I think Ace does it better, though.
Yes, as they drag everyone else in. Yes, that robot.
Yes, that is always the way to find them. You just have to find trustworthy ones.
Yep. That robot. Even though it's a civilian thing, it's getting in our way too much. Advance the genocide runs! We shall show them our full force!
I just wish you'd get picked up by someone like Crunchyroll.
Yep.
Or Funimation, even. Just
Always
someone.
Yep. Akagi! Large-scale mechs are moving! Darn it! There's still civilians underneath there! Ah! Nakahara! Lock on. Lock on. Targeted. Lock on. Targeted. It's no good. If I shoot him, I'll wind up hitting the people underneath him. I'm breaking through, Haro! Celestial Wings Gundams! You're a fool to face us from the front! It's possible, Lock-On! I know it may be impossible. Ah, but I'll take you out. Ah.
Impressive.
Okay, Nakahara? Yes! Take that girl with you and hurry up and get out of here! Get out of here! Get out of here! Thank you, Lock-On! You saved us! It's not as if I saved you guys. And the rest of us have arrived.
Finally.
15 units allowed.
Ooh, nice. Then again...
We've got a lot more.
You.
Exia, Nova Eagle, Getter, Mazinger. Gurren Lagann, Alto. Terminus. Options.
Where are you in for the PP?
If only the wing units were actually good.
They're at least decent, but...
One person left.
You know, I'm never gonna use you again, so... Might as well throw him in.
Remember, you're gonna need to moving up far, far forward. And also, you might not want to put the Aphrodite at the very back, because remember, it can't fly in there to the water.
Oh, right. You also can't fly.
No, he cannot.
You can't fly, though.
You got Luca down there at the bottom, and I mean, Luca doesn't need to be there at all.
That should be...
Everyone should be fine.
Just switch their positions, and...
Yeah, that
good.
looks like a pretty good set. Zero is underwater, but he can cope with it. His mech isn't, you know, full of holes and gonna leak like one guy, Daidoji, is it? I can't remember Guy's last name right now. Whatever, Guy from Nadesco.
Or
Poor
Trider.
Guy. I don't know if the Trider will leak underwater either, but yeah. Sorry, Akagi, I kept you waiting. But since we've come, everything should be fine. So that's Japan's unwanted specialty, the Heterodyne, huh? We've gotten used to taking out monsters. Here's, let's go ahead and crush these guys who keep causing others trouble. Everyone! All units! Back up the Daigar and swiftly eliminate both the Heterodyne and the World Liberation Front. Alright. We'll go ahead and crush these guys who don't think of the time or place. Alright. Let's get going to Ibuki Aoyama. Now your only problem is don't let your battleships die.
Okay.
Daiguard can explode. I mean, it's okay if Daiguard explodes. We don't want it to explode, but if it does, it'll be a tolerable loss.
Sure. Seems like a decent bout. Decent batch.
He does have Accelerate. Was not able to get quite close enough. Sad. Oh well. Gatling gun or the solid shooter?
You're plenty close enough.
Yes. Rotoms may not be the greatest series, but it's got a very good song and some very interesting designs.
I'm gonna continue watching it. It's got... It's interesting.
Is that guy a Red Shoulder? Yes, he was. Because of course someone from his home galaxy would recognize him.
I don't think that's what they recognized.
No, you do not have Excel. They would recognize the symbolism he has.
You, on the other hand, do have Excel, and that's new. You have Trust. Nice. You're definitely going to be used more.
Song I wish I could sing here. Sadly, my voice is just too low to be able to really sing the openings for Frontier. But they are very good. I seem to remember seeing on the list of the top anime songs of the Heisei era, the second opening for Frontier took something like 7th place.
Lion is a very good song.
Yep. Top place, of course, was the perennial favorite, Cruel Angel's Thesis. But yeah, Lion took...
Also is a great song.
Yeah, Lion took 7th place. Genesis of Aquarium's theme took 10th, I believe. Which was surprising for me, but...
It's a very good theme.
But yeah, and, you know, being able to read what the lyrics are like, it's like, yeah, they're actually pretty good. Also, you can hardly see it in this game, but I just love the fact that Hayato wears a pink suit. It takes a very special kind of man to be very confident and hot-blooded in a pink suit. But he pulls it off incredibly well.
You also have to remember he has both a scar across his face and also is the commander of a battleship full of super robots.
Not yet, though. Indiscriminate terror, which just routes up the civilians. Let's see. You guys, in the face of your ideals, you refuse to let even think about a couple of sacrifices. But anything that the lives that are lost will never come back. You'll pay for that with your lives.
Almost anyone can sing a Squirrel Angel's thesis, because you hear it so frequently.
Yep.
Even just normally.
Yes, my first time fully singing it was when I was at karaoke in Japan for my study abroad. The person who had planned on singing it bailed, and I couldn't stand to just let it, you know, sit there with no one singing. That would have been just too cruel. So I decided to step up and sing, even though I'd hardly ever heard it before that way. Someone did back me up by the end, but...
Oh, the Trider actually can fly?
Yes, the Trider can fly even when it's not in bird mode.
Oh god, I just remembered the horror of that.
Then you must wonder, why does it even have a transformed mode if it can fly already? To be honest, I have no idea.
So much energy and ammo.
Yep. Yes, the Trider... Yes, the Daiguard is not particularly efficient. It's because it's flying.
That's the first time I've had that happen.
Yep, most weapons do have, you know...
A rank in flying.
Yes, some rank, but the Daiguard is most firmly a ground robot. It does not do other stuff. You could use the Nutbuster.
It's just the idea of that. At least it also has another attack that can do it.
Ow. But yes. I mean, the Daiguard's cockpits really do not look comfortable. And there's the fact that there's 3 of them in this is just absolutely ridiculous.
What was they had to apply for? A heavy vertical machinery license?
I don't even remember, but every single time they deploy in this, they have to, like, file all this paperwork after about it, which is the bane of Akagi's existence. He absolutely hates having to write all of these apology letters and stuff. And he keeps on getting told things like, we'll be deducting that damage from your salary. Just so glorious.
Where else could they get the money from?
The Japanese government?
They've got to spend it all on rebuilding the Kokubokar, or whatever it is.
Yes, the Kokubogar. Clearly. Because what could be better than a super robot that doesn't work?
2 super robots that don't work.
Yes.
That are only designed to work together.
Sure.
We're gonna get Zambot soon.
Maybe. But yes.
Let's face it, we're going on the Gurren Lagann route.
So, yeah. So in a couple of chapters here, it'll be a couple of days, but we're going to have our next route split, and it is going to be probably the most important route split of this game.
It probably won't be a couple of days.
Yes. So... No, not tomorrow. This is chapter 19, and it's on 23 or 24. So it'll be at least 2 days. But we're going to have a very important decision to make. We are going to have 3 options for the route split, and they'll decide some pretty important stuff. We're getting close to the point in time where I need to start talking about the plot of Z1 for anyone who has no clue what the hell is going on with it, as we're going to be picking up some units from the original game here. We're going to either wind up going to stay with the UN and do some stuff on the ground, in which case we'll be picking up pretty much everything that isn't on the space route.
Yeah.
We'll be going into space with the Gundams in order to pick up units from the Universal Century and units from the Cosmic Era. So we've got the units from Zeta and the units from Seed Destiny, plus the God Gravion and the Solar Aquarium. Or we can head off to Area 11 with the Wing units and the Black Knights and get absolutely nothing.
Not absolutely nothing done. You get 1 unit
Yes, we
and
get...
the Gawain.
Yes, if you go to Area 11, you get 1 person who is Todo of the Japan Liberation Front or something like that, one of the strongest men in Japan, and you get Zero's unit upgrade into the Gawain. Compare that to the Space route where you get 9 new units, or the UN route where you get 15 new units. And yeah, I don't know why anyone would take the Area 11 route ever unless it's their 3rd playthrough and they just want 100% completion.
Chirico is the only reason.
True. Chirico is pretty awesome, but yes, there's very little reason to go there. You don't have enough will, sadly. No will for a Giga Drill Break.
I can up it by 10, but only by 10.
Yep, so long as Bro's with you, you don't have anything to fear.
So is this point where after we get to that, we machete cut back to Z1?
No. If I was gonna do that, I'd do that after the end of Z2 Saisei. No. End of Z3... End of Z3 Jigoku. Because, I mean, if I was going to choose a point in time to cut back to Z1, I would think the best point in time would be at the end of the first Z3, when everyone's been trapped in some sort of time prison thing. I mean, while they're all... We can leave them to freeze in time for a while we cut back and see how it all began, can't we?
Man, the Daigar people must be so happy with the destruction being caused here.
I mean, hey, it just means that they get more stuff to send bills for patching up. Theoretically, but yeah. So much destruction. Remember that you've got some big things that really haven't moved at all. So you're going to want to get moving to take out those Tierans and the other Genocide Run.
Really, it's just one Genocide Run.
But the Tierans are a pain as well.
They are most certainly a pain.
So much gear on that Scope Dog. We almost have to wonder how he's capable of handling it. Since it's probably got its whole weight in armaments.
Absolute largest form of Gurren Lagann? No, we do not get the Super Tengen Toppa energy form Gurren Lagann. If you're talking the,
So, in terms of the Gurren Lagann, in this game, we just have the Gurren Lagann. We do also have the Dai Gurren, but Gurren Lagann is just Gurren Lagann. In the second game, Z2 Saisei, we get the combination attack for a couple of stages, which lets us go to Arc Gurren Lagann, which is the giant spaceship, the capital ship, and then when we get to Z3, for the final stage of the game, you unlock the Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. And one of its attacks, I do believe, allows you to go Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, but only for the attack.
yes.
But I mean, it is glorious, though. Getting to see the ultimate Gurren Lagann in all of its glory. For this game, but for this one, we just have Gurren Lagann.
I thought it got one upgrade.
Yes, it goes to Flight type. So it gets, you know, the flyer unit, but it does not go beyond Gurren Lagann to a higher form. Alright! Destroy the Fractal Knot! But if Heterodynes are going to start springing up all over the world, here it's going to become really troublesome. Well, when it happens, it happens! Zexus and we'll just keep on fighting alongside Zexus and take them all out! We really should try and learn from her positivity, shouldn't we? Yep.
Alright, units
Still more
left.
enemies.
That abomination.
What abomination?
Trider. I don't hate the Trider, it's just... You know, Trider.
Yeah, Trider is, a thing.
That it most certainly is.
Is it something you really want to use? Probably not. It'll be better once it gets the Trider Saber and the Trider Beam Cannon.
It at least has a useful ability.
Yes. The present skill is helpful.
And if you ace him, it doubles.
Mm-hmm.
But let's face it, I'm not gonna ace him.
Yeah.
That's like multiple playthroughs of the game.
Yeah.
Go ahead and try to kill with this.
But hey, you've
Close the
got
door for a
duo.
moment, brother.
Hmm?
Close the door for a moment. Yes.
Hello there. What are you doing there? Hi.
53.
Did you like being stuck in here? Missed you on the way out, you know.
Alright, all Tyrans are dead.
So you have a Leo, an act or a flag.
Alright, you're up next, though.
And a genocide.
Then I'm gonna trust you with this. I need to resolve the situation.
Alright.
It may have resolved itself already, but...
With that, the enact is down. Okay. No, says the kitten. She does not wish to be on camera. Are you truly that camera shy? Sure, 12-part missile launcher. So you're slicing into a battleship. I don't think you're that large compared to a battleship, little Leo, but you can dream. Just go ahead and fire off some missiles on the Gecko Gal. It should have plenty. I'd hope. Yeah, it should be fine. Oh, very low health. Hello.
So, what do you think about trying to get a stage done on Saturdays?
I would think if we were going to do something on Saturdays, we'd want to do something more one-off-esque. Oh look, the most fun attack of all time. Or at least the most the most uncommonly seen attack of the Getter Robo.
What is it?
Well, the Getter 1. The Getter Machine Gun.
I've done it a few times.
Yes, but is very, by a very far margin, the least seen move.
I'd say the Black Gutter.
Yes, the Black Getter is better than the standard Getter.
Although, really, it is just the standard Getter. Alright, who gets
No,
the
not
kill?
fully. I mean, there's at least one key difference between the standard and the Black Getter. You have one Leo left and one Genocide Ron. Alright, the attack from the God Mars we haven't seen. Which is so glorious. Pew. Just shooting a beam of energy.
Absolutely everything about it.
Impossible! Bye.
Would you want to try streaming Ace on Saturday?
Maybe.
Since that seems more of a test the waters thing.
Yeah. Something to think about, certainly. Dygard could use it, probably. Yes. And remember, this may not be the end of the stage.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to think who do I want to move.
I would go for Chiriko, Alto, or Ryoma. I mean, theoretically, his Rocket Punch could do it. Or the Breast Burn, sure. Actually, that's unlikely to kill it, but soften it up enough.
It's at least worth a shot. If it crits, it might.
Mighty.
And it does have a nice crit chance.
The Mazinger Demon God Machine.
May not. I have not played this before. He has. He should know the forms of the forms that it has.
The forms of the
Thing.
Gurren Lagann?
Yes, Gurren Lagann. Words were failing.
Yes.
That happens.
Yes. So in this game, yeah, the Gurren Lagann is only the standard Gurren Lagann and the flight equipped.
You know what? You get the kill.
He does not have the will. Yes.
Still give him the kill.
In
Seems useless.
Z2, in Z2 Saisei, you have the Gurren Lagann flight equipped and the Arc Gurren for a combo attack. In Z3, you get the Choginga Gurren Lagann. You get the Gurren Lagann flight equipped, the Choginga Gurren Lagann, and the Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. And since I have not finished Z3, you may get the Tengen Toppa, Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann as an attack. But I don't remember if they did that in Z3 or if that was only for VX and the newer ones. So I know one of them gets it.
3.2.
Yes, that would make sense, you know, for the final stage of the final game, you get access to the most game-breaking guy. Alright, all enemy units have been confirmed destroyed. Incredible. So this is Zexus's power? Leaving aside the monsters and terrorists, this country's army is pretty worthless, huh? Let's see. Well, because they were so slow, there were just more casualties, huh? Looks like these guys really do for this piece of the fight for the peace of the world, huh? Huh. What a foolish thing. Looks like those World Liberation Front goons will show up anywhere, huh? And our next job is to take out one of their bases. That's why all the Zexus is set together here and head off to the Taklamakan Desert. To think that there'd be a quake around here. It might be an effect of dimensional boundaries being so unstable around here. Dimensional boundaries, dimensional tremors. Seems like those quakes they're talking about are pretty similar to dimensional tremors. Don't tell me that I'm Guy has something to do with this as well? Yeah. This is the way Zexus has to be, right guys? Well, I mean, you seem pretty happy to be able to play the hero here, huh? Ah, come on, what's the harm in leaving him alone a bit, Aoyama? At the very least, it feels far better than being a force of evil, doesn't it? Exactly right. Lock-on Stratos. I need to talk to you. Jeria. Jeria's not happy, I'd say. He's never happy when someone goes off on their own. I will have you explain what you were thinking.
So
what are you talking about?
Which version is this?
That is the Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann from the first game, actually.
They both have it. Jigoku and Tengoku both have the Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann.
Yep. Yes, and there were no reinforcements here. Not this time.
Kind of surprised by that, actually.
Well, I mean, it's because it took you so long to get allies. Probably.
Probably.
Yes. What are you talking about? Let's see. Since Sumeragi Lee Noriega wasn't here, we Meisters weren't supposed to participate in this mission. We're members of Zexus too, remember? If our squad's moving out, there's no way we can just ignore them, right? We were supposed to have decided this when we first allied ourselves with boatmen. In the situation where we felt it would be pointless, there was no need for us to act, we wouldn't assist them. Are you saying that today's mission was something like that? Let's see. A dimensional quake in this area was outside of expectations. At a time like this, we are supposed to wait for Sumeragi Lee Noriega's, no, Veda's authorization to move.
132,000 damage.
Oh my. Well, I mean, if you stack a bunch of buffs on someone, fully power them up, and use the strongest move on probably the strongest and largest mech in the game, yeah, sure, I find it easy to believe that the Choting and Tapa Gurren Lagann could do that.
That's still impressive.
But yeah. On top of launching on your own, you even decided to expose yourself to danger. I decided we needed to do it. Your actions are completely unfitting those of a Meister. And are you saying we should have just let Daigard face the Heterodynes and the World Liberation Front on its own? Do you really not think that... Do you really mean to just ignore or making innocent civilians into sacrifices? Tyria basically just says, I don't care.
There's a reason I don't like Tyria.
The way you're acting here isn't like you. Shut it, you! Do you really hate terrorists that much? Is that wrong? If you look at us from the viewpoint of the world, we ourselves are splendid terrorists. Is it wrong to hate terrorists? The World Liberation Front starts wars through using terror. Setsuna? And so, stopping their wars through armed intervention is Celestial Being's job. The ones who need to respond and take them out are us, the Gundam Meisters. It's exactly as Setsuna says. Yeah. Setsuna say. Those words from before. Those are... let's see.
It's been bothering me for a bit.
Let's see.
Does the F mean anything?
I don't know that Setsuna F say means anything. The F in it probably does somewhere.
The Gundam Wiki should have the answer.
Probably. But I mean, it's one of those things like Sumeragi Lee Noriega. Only the Lee in her name is a kanji. For no reason in particular.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll take those as a violation of orders. Tyria. I'll leave him alone for now. He's chasing after Tyria. It doesn't look like that's what he's doing. Of course, I couldn't imagine him doing that. But I can understand Tyria's thoughts. Lock on. What? You and Terror. Just... I'll leave it at that, Alleluia. I've got my own circumstances to deal with here. Oh, you're the glasses girl from 21st Century Defense Corporation, huh? Shouldn't you go ahead and call her by her name? I mean, you clearly know it since you said it at that time. Thank you very much for saving me back then. Did you deliberately come out of your way to meet a terrorist like me and say that? You people might be terrorists, but right now we're all allies, aren't we? Allies? Since you guys don't intend to talk about it much, I don't really know what's going on with Celestial Being and their circumstances. But with today's fight, I confirmed it. You guys are the same as us. Are you saying that we're some kinds of allies of justice? I'll leave it. We aren't that sort of people. Well, isn't it Well, isn't that just fine? After all, everyone's got their own justice, don't they? Everyone has their own justice. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of embarrassing to say that, though, isn't it? If I was to put it a different way, everyone's got something they believe in and something they want to protect. Something they believe in, huh? I understand. The justice we believe in is something that's really important both for us and for you guys. Thanks, Nakahara. Since you said that, I feel a little bit better here. Ah, see? You really did remember Nakahara's name. It's not that alone. I remember Oyama and Taniguchi, and I can't even remember the third person's name. That's my problem, not Lock-On's.
You failed where Lock-On succeeded.
Yes. I'm bad with names. Yay. It seemed a bit odd, so I just haven't called him that till now. Then please do feel free to call me by my name from now on, Mr. Lock-On. Alright, Nakahara. I can't remember those three names at all, though. Yeah, I mean... come on, you don't need to worry about that, though. That's rude, isn't it, Kagi? Please keep it a secret from those three. Dad, Mom, Amy. These are my new allies. There's gonna come a day when I can't fight anymore, but until then, I'll keep going. As a Gundam Meister, as a member of Celestial Being, and as a member of Zexus.
Is that going to happen in this game or the next one?
Let's see, we're now in Delhi in India.
I imagine it's this one, considering that you've been telling me to ace him to get a Haro.
I'm glad you went out of your way to come here. Well, I had a job that was working out right around here. Plus we have Billy Katagiri of the AU meeting up with Sumeragi here. Old work friends. And besides, he showed me such an interesting file. I'm sorry about that. But that file, is it real? Let's see. Have you got doubts about the military simulation plans? Let's see. Very long and complicated line here. But to put it simply, it's a method of fighting by speedily taking out, nullifying any enemy forces. With the way you're putting that, I'd assume your opponents are the so-called Gundams? Won't you go ahead and tell me your opinion on them as a tactical advisor? Let's see. If you were the one in charge of giving the commands, what would you do? Don't you already know? It would be completely impossible to win against those Gundams one-on-one. However, if you're able to utilize... Oh god, that's a lot of complicated kanji. Basically, the problem isn't taking out the Gundams, you just need to focus on getting rid of the pilots. But in order to protect their secrets, they may be able to move automatically as well. In the worst case, they might even self-destruct. Hero!
Oh, Hero.
Hero Yui. As expected of you. You seem to have done quite a bit of analysis on Celestial Being, huh? Please stop the way that you're talking to me. Sorry. The file. I didn't make a copy of it, so don't worry about that. I mean, at any rate, showing such delicate information as this to a civilian like me, you're a failure of a military officer, aren't you? Do you really have no intention of coming back to the military? I mean, if it's fine with you, why don't you come back to the Britannian Union? Professor Eifman's been worried about you. I'm sorry. I'm happy with the life I'm living right now. Have you got someone who's waiting for you to come back? And if I said yes, Oh well. Alright then. I've got my own job to deal with here. Alright. I hope we'll meet again. I'm sorry, Billy. Let's see. I'm not the Lisa Kujo you once knew. As I am now, I'm a member of Celestial Being, your enemy. Always sad to see old friends against each other.
Alright, now for the incredibly long process that's I'm going to make as short as I humanly can.
Who do you want where?
Okay. Who do I have?
You have the Shuttle, you have the Cosmo Crusher, Hero, Duo, Troa, Quattro, Hallelujah, Ptolemaeus, Colin, Holland, Renton, Canaria, Clan, Michelle, Tamaki, Ogi.
Okay. I'll throw both of you in there because why not?
They could use it.
Kills. People who definitely need to. You've got a shockingly high number of kills. And you've got none.
Well, of course, there's no weapons. Holland, you want to put him in for a secret?
Do you really think I'm gonna get the most useless secret in the entire game?
Well, I mean, it's worth a shot, right?
It's worth a shot in the same way that
Yes, Duo and
Hero.
Troa or Quattro are probably good ideas.
We're all of them. Levels. Yeah, just take a level.
The Cosmo Crusher.
You got it. Level. Sure, Colin. Level.
Michelle, Clan, and Canaria are left. Just gonna pour everyone else into money, huh?
Yep.
Alright. Not a bad decision.
I can hear you silently judging me for it, but
Yes, you acquired a new E-Carbon armor,
okay. And that's it.
and that's it. So, some more armor for someone who's going to be beat up a lot. He's already got one.
Yeah, he doesn't really need that.
I would recommend one of your Gundams or something like that, as they tend to get bruised a fair bit.
Lock on, you got it. Since you're quite good at running straight into the fray.
He's the sniper. That's not his job.
I should have just ignored, not used the Brasta.
Well, it's up to you.
I might actually just not use the Brasta this next stage.
Alright.
It seems like such a bad idea. You were lagging behind quite a bit.
Well, lots of your people are.
All the primary people I'm using are. About on par with each other.
Mazinger needs damage upgrades desperately.
Definitely can.
Nope, sadly you cannot upgrade the Gurren Lagann's weapons.
Even if I hadn't done the other thing, I still wouldn't have been able to. But can I? Armor. Yeah, that's all my money.
Alright.
Save just so not, just in case something goes wrong.
Next chapter ought to be very fun. 2 new question mark units.
2 new units?
New York, UN headquarters. Peace Preservation Council room. Let's see. And so as a result of this, as one of the countries participating in the United Nations, and as the representative of those who seek peace, I have come here before you. Trace and Schneisel are just looking on. Let's see. In light of the current international situation, I'm going to be completely honest, I have no idea what she's saying here. Let's see. Quick breakdown bit by bit, scanning what they're saying. see. As a group who is not part of the three great nations, I wish to deal with these dissonant behaviors we're seeing about. In other words, something must be done about the drastic rise in terrorists over the past few years. Oh hey, Leon Mishima has appeared.
You're from Double O, aren't you?
No. That is the second in command of the Frontier Fleet.
Oh.
And one of the very few mecha series characters I know who is voiced by one,
Tomokazu
Sugita. And there's Elgin Roddick. The World Liberation Front, Celestial Being, the Wanderers from the Colonies, the Black Knights. Their actions go directly against the ideals of the United Nations and causing great concern to all allied nations. The leader of the country of Limnatia, Sini Regis. What you're saying is correct, but with this the world will accelerate yet further. You can only wonder. Anyways, back out to the middle of nowhere in the HRL. Ptolemaeus' system room. Since Celestial Being has commenced operations, and 18 level A class wars have ended. However, the new level A class wars that have been generated since then have numbered 25. We've been moving as simulations have decreed. However, the number of wars is only increasing. Why? Is everything accelerating faster than Veda can predict it? Or could it be that someone else is influencing things? If so, this attack on the WLF's base. We must hurry. Well, we can hope. Back to Azaddistan. Who's there? Setsuna F-Sei? Why are you here? Why is this world so twisted? What? Is it due to gods? Is it due to men? Gods are equal. People can understand each other. But even so, this world is still twisted. But if only we could just understand each other. Setsuna? I thought if I met you, I'd be able to find an answer. What is warping everything? Where is it? Setsuna, what is it that you're searching for? Why do you fight on still? We can only wonder. So, an allied army from the three great countries transport plane. Sir, that famous orange guy, right?
Oh, dear God, they're thrown together.
Yes. Who do you think you are?
Dear.
I can't believe there's someone in this allied army who doesn't know of me. Yeah. Remember me! Remember this, Orange! I'm Lieutenant Patrick Gullisaur, the Super Ace of the AU!
Is he, though?
Is he?
Is he actually an ace, or is he just, like Chirko, an abnormal survivor?
It's highly questionable.
Yeah, Orange.
Yep. Poor Orange.
Oh. That's amusing.
Yep.
I didn't know you could change the color of your username.
Yep. Well then, I will go along with you, foolish man. I am Jeremiah Gottwalt, I'd imagine. And he calls himself... What on earth is the title he is using? He appears to be...
Hakusho?
He is either a frontier knight or a count, using the wrong words. And that name of Orange you were using for me is the greatest disgrace to me. Well, I'm sorry about that. I thought it was just a cool nickname of yours.
Will his wiki page pull up if I look up Code Geass Orange?
Almost certainly. Nope. But this is just between us, but what's with that nickname? How dare you! Please stop it, Sir Jeremiah. No. If we were to cause pointless conflict here, we bring shame to the name of Lady Cornelia. I suppose that is so. I can't afford to cause the princess to lose face here.
Apparently he's the only person in all of Code Geass with orange eyes.
Well, I mean, he does have weird eyes. Not that they get any better later on, when he's only got one of them. How unusual, Lord Jeremiah.
Margrave? Aristocrat?
Margrave?
Officer?
Sure. Margrave could be what he's calling himself.
Those are some interesting... those some interesting later ranks.
Well, I mean, he goes through quite a journey over the course of
Isn't
Code
that the
Geass.
most pretentious rank you could have?
Lord Commander of the Royal Guard and highest ranking general. Sure.
Just Lord Commander.
Yes. How unusual, Lord Jeremiah. To think that you would be fighting in a lowly brigade such as this. Ha! What sort of pride could you take in that? What are you saying, Guel? Silence, Jeremiah. You're the reason all of us are stuck here. Look at it! From all of Britannia? See. Ledger Earl from Area 11. See. We're even sharing this mission with people who are only ordinary Britannians. Oh. I can't just go ahead and let you leave things at that, Mr. Kuehl. Are you just pleased with the mission that has been entrusted to us directly by Her Imperial Highness? That is... Oh, how unfortunate. Since we've already come out to the front lines here, there's nothing to be gained by expressing your dissatisfaction here. At any rate, since we've come all the way out here, you may as well enjoy yourself. Come on, go ahead and get along with that soda or cider, whatever that lieutenant guy's name is. I'm Colosaur! What's with this weirdo?
How do you even get cider from Colosaur?
Soda,
That one I
cider.
can get. Okay.
So he's just continuing the joke. Yes. I'm very sorry about my superior officer. We are part of the Britannian Union's Special Operations Force. Special Operations? What's it? If it's... Like, if that's a problem to say, just call us the Special Ops or something. Let's see. We're currently in the middle of testing out newly developed weaponries and researching them. Oh, congratulations, Lieutenant Patrick Colosaur. We're going to be fighting alongside our pride and joy, the new model Lancelot. And so this guy over here is the pilot of... He's the pilot of the Lancelot. He calls him the Lancelot's Devicer. Whatever. Kurugi Suzaku. Nice to meet you. Are you one of those numbers? Yeah. What? Sending orange and numbers? What the hell's Britannia thinking? They're sending a second-class citizen and a guy who's, you know, had some major problems, as in almost caused a scandal that didn't exist thanks to Gyasa's. I can't let you just go ahead and keep throwing those things out. Who the hell are you? Commander of Britannian Union's Overflag team. Commander Gramaker. So you're the rumored Gramaker, huh? I've heard about you. Well, I've already seen, well, how you fight, Patrick Kolosor. You're back at the orbital elevator in Africa. Thanks to you, I was able to find out just how terrifying those Gundams really were. You! Please cease with this pointless fighting. This woman? What are you doing to a man's beautiful face? I told you to cease your pointless fighting. You hit me twice! Even my father never hit me twice. Oh, Patrick Kolosor. I sincerely apologize. I'm Katie Mannequin of the AU's army. Yeah, and I'll be operating as your commander for this mission. She's pretty impressive. I sincerely apologize, Captain. So long as you understand, Lieutenant. And I'll be waiting for you in the briefing room. Understood! I've fallen for her. I sincerely apologize for showing you something so unsightly. Please don't worry about it. It's better that we're all fairly excited here. Haha, I'm but a chick compared to the legendary wild bear of Russia, Lieutenant Smirnov. See. Well, youth is a weapon in and of itself. I'm looking forward to working with these young ones. Yes, Commander, all of our mobile super teams are ready to drop. Well done, Ensign. Allow me to introduce you. This is our commander for this operation, Katie Mannequin of the AU. I'm Ensign Soma Pires of the HRL. Nice to meet you. I've heard that you're quite an impressive pilot. I have high expectations for you. I shall attempt to fulfill those expectations, ma'am. That youth, and her specialized machine. Is she one of the super soldiers the HRL was researching? So for this time we've got not just the HRL's work, but also the Britannian Union and the EU together, huh? Although it appears as though our strongest two people already know each other. Are you talking about Commander Zex Marquis and Graham Yaker? Commander, has the Tiger of the HRL not come here? See. It appears as though some unsettling news had just come in here recently. Is that so? Allow me to apologize to you here in Lieutenant Kolosor's stead. That won't do, Commander Zex. And besides, I look forward to fighting alongside you officially here. I feel exactly the same, Commander Graham. Allow us to celebrate a bit after this. Let's see. Appears as though the Anti-Gundam Task Force has been formed once again. Allow me to introduce you. These are my subordinates, Howard Mason and Daryl Dodge. Nice to meet you, Zex Marquis. I've heard rumors of the Lightning Baron's exploits. I'm the one who should be thanking you. Allow me to introduce my second-in-command. I'm Lucrezia Noin. I'm very interested to meet you. You helped us out back at Area 11, right? I'm very happy to be able to meet you face-to-face here. Let's see. Sending a bridge of peace out to Oz, huh? Impressive, isn't it, Lieutenant Graham? Joshua, huh? He's not lieutenant, he's a commander. He's a captain now. Let's see. He's been fully recognized by those back at base, and is head of his own squadron. Oh, how impressive. Did you kill your superior officer again to get here? What a rude thing to say. You all should watch out. If you aren't careful, you might get shot in the back here. I don't care what you think of me, but that insult I'll be sure to pay it back on the battlefield. I'm looking forward to it, Commander Graham Inker. That was... He's Ensign Joshua Edwards of my squadron. I suppose we're the ones who've shown you something rather unsightly this time. More than that, what he said before is half right. I don't intend to go against it. But I have my pride as a soldier. See? And as I said before, I'll go ahead and prove him wrong about that name on the battlefield. Understood. I'll go ahead and express my enthusiasm to see that come true. You really are a splendid warrior, aren't you? It gives me greatest joy to think that we'll fight alongside each other. The Special Operations Squad over flags. Appears as though your machines are brand new as well. Yes. They've all been customized by Professor Ifman, and so I'll be glad to show you the power of the flags even more. Seems as though we've both acquired a new power. Then, let's see. It appears as though it had been forgotten at the Corsica base and left behind. So quite a few sacrifices were made to get it here. But it seems as though that wouldn't be much of a problem for the Romfeller Foundation, which is backing Oz. No. No, unfortunately, in order to get it back, it wasn't just money and time that was necessary, but people's lives as well. What? Unfortunately, while testing out the machine, Commander Otto wound up losing his life due to the excessive G-forces incurred. The Tolgeese. In order to make sure that his death is not wasted, I'll make sure to use this machine to its fullest. So together, we'll be taking those Gundams down. Commander Zex and Graham, those two are incredible. Do you understand it, Suzaku? The way they stand there. I can feel their pride as warriors. Ha, say such impressive people as that have come, this may be the end for our enemies, huh? Even though we should rejoice at the destruction of the World Liberation Front. I know! But what we're supposed to be taking care of here now is the Black Knights and the Celestial Being. What are you talking about? Were we supposed to be taking out a World Liberation Front base? It's been kept as a complete secret for everyone except those in the know. Well, yeah, we're supposed to be targeting a World Liberation Front base, but... Chapter 20. Melis dancing upon the sands. They're coming! 15 units.
Nice, straight off the bat. That's always positive.
Yep, you are. Please note that the
Exia and
Virtue are auto-deployed. Figure out who you're going to take with you.
Renton. He's at least not terrible.
Up and to the left or right is the question. There's a fair bit of left, but also a fair bit of right. You're about dead center at the bottom. But you could be attacked from behind here. When everyone else comes in.
Could easily be.
So be sure to be very
This
careful.
looks good.
Alright.
Oh,
and the
wing.
wing. So that's where the World Liberation Front space is, huh? Seems as though they've got quite a defense force set up around it, huh? Ah, so they aren't running away in fear, huh?
That's a lot of HUDs.
Well, there wouldn't be much meaning in us coming here if they had, huh? Don't underestimate them. Since this is one of their main hideouts, there's no telling what kind of traps they've got set. What do you think, Zero? I can't say anything at the current point in time. However, it is true that there are a number of unknowns here. Let's see. At any rate, we need to take out the enemy squadrons as quickly as we can. As you all heard, Elliot, pay attention to the surroundings and quickly take them out. Alright! Since we come to this, there's no getting out of here. Setsuna say, Hiro Yui, I'll have you follow orders this time. Especially you, Setsuna. You left us without warning yesterday. I won't allow any pointless movements. Pointless actions. Silence from both. What's going on over there? Apparently he's in charge of observing them. Those two, apparently they've been going off on their own a lot. What's with this abnormal atmosphere?
Oh, this is the chapter I thought it was.
Even though we intend to be coming at them. They may have some sort of traps that we can't see.
Prepare for the greatest Gundam pilot to be joining us.
Yes. But do they have the fighting force to be able to take us out? Yes.
I take
Destroy
that back.
enemies. Don't let a battleship die. Don't let Setsuna, Hiro, or Tieria die.
Second best.
SR point is unknown.
I say second best because I can't even remember the guy's name. Destiny.
Shin?
Shin. I was repressing it from my memory.
Now, we'll be getting Shin here in a while. We'll be getting the good Shin. Because Super Robot Wars makes lots of people better.
Well,
Anytime a series is absolutely screwed up, Super Robot Wars will typically find a way to make it way better.
I mean, they gave a good ending to some Getter Robo, I believe. They gave a good ending to Nadisco Prince of Darkness.
I know. And I mean, just from what I've seen of Z3 already, they're making Shinji a happier guy as he's got all these people there to support him.
Most importantly, they have someone who went through just as much crap as him.
And who do you mean in this case?
Simone.
Yeah.
They're basically the same person, except Simone had people to help him.
Yeah.
Just stop him from being emo.
But that was only for, you know,
Way too long in the
2 or 3 episodes.
Still too long.
All you have is your Vulcans.
It's like Emo Parker. You don't intentionally watch Emo Parker. I'm sure someone does,
But most people do not. Not enough to take out.
I'm surprised it did that well. So I was just doing whatever I could. Sure. Just stay there.
You sure you want to burn through all those this soon? Remember, you've only got 3 ammo for that.
Right. I'll grab this one instead.
Gatling gun.
I don't know on Alpha. I've never played Alpha either.
But yes, at the very least, in Z3, they have people there who are able to back Shinji up.
Really have to see that DLC at some point. All the Evangelion units versus the Gurren Lagann and the Gunbuster.
Well, I mean, they're the big 3, big 4 of Gainax, so it only makes sense they'd all be together.
And the entire time, they're just yelling advice at them.
Of course, I mean, the Gunbuster and Gurren Lagann pilots are all older there. It's their job to, you know, guide the younger ones, as they once were by others.
The main pilot of the Gunbuster is giving advice to both Rei and Asuka. I don't think Claire's involved at all.
Probably not.
And Shinji. The first thing said by the Gurren Lagann when attacking Shinji. Grit those teeth.
Very fitting line.
As he punches it in the face.
Probably not the best idea to punch EVA Unit 1 in the face, but
I see no problems with this.
yeah, that's a problem in and of itself, you know? Yes, remember, you now have the ability to resupply after moving with Daiguard.
Not you!
Yes, you don't want to do that yet, but...
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Yes, you do not want the will decrease. Boomerang
Okay.
knife, homing lasers, and charge.
He's okay.
Yeah, not great though. Definitely not great.
I think the Devilfish is actually better. So what was the last unit I used with an actual animation on?
That would be the Den Cougar.
Ah.
Yes, as we're hearing the non-standard Den Cougar music.
Not the bird song.
Yes, not Torino Uta. Gonna shift to Gitter 2,
Not yet.
but for movement purposes. You probably want to have, you know, further right some people.
I sometimes forget how stupidly long range this is. Yes, the ace bonus for the Argama is one of the greatest saving graces of A Portable. I did not know about that.
Yep.
That is the full upgrade bonus for all battleships in the Z series.
Not
At
all
least two
battleships,
on.
but...
Yeah, 2 on.
Really?
Yeah. Even the Daiguren.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think it was all, but I knew the Porter did it.
Yeah. Quarter, Dragon's Hive, Daiguren.
Alright. Yes, we have a very limited number of battleships in this game, but we get way too many in the sequel.
You know, I don't know if the Gecko Go does, but that's because Gecko Go.
Yeah.
All AIs.
Yeah, because that's what the World Liberation Front does. I mean, why should you put yourself at risk when you can just have, you know, the computers do it for you?
I can't look at the God. I can't look at Gaia without just... I'm not sure if it's a disappointment or amusement.
Next stage, it should get its next weapon.
Stage after, I believe.
Either way, tomorrow we should be able to get the other weapon for Gaia, which makes it, you know, actually pretty good. The 6 Gods combination attack.
As it is currently, it's not bad. I just wish it had more attacks.
Yes, and it will get one. A very strong one.
Or even just a longer range attack would be nice. Longer range post-movement.
So I do believe it is longer range, post-movement, requires, you know, 110 will or something, but we should have that always.
Yeah, since I have the plus 10 will.
So yeah, he should be fine.
You idiot.
Charging straight at the Brasta.
That's just your death, mate. Sidron.
And they're in the base, which probably gives HP energy recover. No, it does not.
No, it doesn't.
It's only dodge and defense. Okay.
That's okay.
So probably somewhere you want to be when the Britannian forces are attacking.
What?
Yep. You've got a backup.
Yeah, I just realized that. Who's my backup?
The Gecko Go.
Is A Portable really the hardest game in the series?
Certainly the hardest one I've played.
Yeah, definitely the hardest one I've played. Mind you, I haven't played a whole ton of them. And I've heard a lot of people say that it is one of the hardest games, if not the hardest.
Due to the exceptionally cruel,
Evasion Erosion.
Yeah, I mean, this game has evasion erosion as well, but it doesn't hurt anywhere near as much. I mean, it's exactly the same evasion erosion, but it's just like you don't get crushed down into the ground, and more importantly, the enemies don't have crazy dodge to compensate for it.
There was one... The secondary person from Getter Robo who have this really stupid looking mech that flies around, and that's like all it does, is one of the most useful characters I have. Because his ace bonus negates evasion erosion. And you can throw him into the Getter 1.
Okay.
Because, you know, you get the Shin Getter later on.
Yeah.
Ooh, Spiral Power Up?
Spiral Power Up. I mean, those guys are basically just kill fodder. They're super weak. And they have such a hilariously named weapon. They use a catapult launcher.
I'm just thinking of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay.
There's a catapult turtle that was infamously used multiple times.
Okay, but yeah, they're such wonderful units.
Yes, those are literally just landmines.
Okay. And then a cannon. Because why not?
I also know that people say that Z3 is one of the easiest Super Robot Wars.
Well, I mean, you've got a lot more people you can deploy on stuff. You have accelerated if
Yeah, I
you
don't
want
want
it,
to use it, but, you know, good to know.
Yeah.
Things are going to be coming. There.
That was one of the other things I saw as a thing that makes a portable harder. The complete and utter lack of flying units early on. And they had so many more terrain problems, like, oh, there's woods and stuff here, so you're gonna have a lot of trouble moving through them. Good luck, pal!
That said, your main unit was ridiculous.
Depending on what you picked.
As long as you didn't pick the one super. I can't remember which one it was.
The shared super?
Yeah, I think it's the shared... Either the shared super or the male super is kind of crap.
Doesn't the Visaga have, like, have HP restore and energy restore, though?
It might. That's just the bit that I remember.
Yeah, because I remember the Visaga seemed okay.
I should have done the other one. Oh well.
Yeah, you probably should have done defense, but... well, it is what it is.
It doesn't matter all that much.
They'll be fine, right? Right?
3 minutes later. Well, that didn't work.
You recommend swapping to the 2?
Yeah, and Excel.
Very long range.
Jeez.
So you have 12 movement.
Just a little bit of movement there.
Yeah, you should be perfectly fine. Sword rifle mode. Sure. They release a little bit of damage.
Genociders are pretty weak overall.
Yeah. They just have a lot of HP. As soon as you take out those two, it'll probably trip the next stage, which will have you fighting a lot of people, and at the same time, the, do you want to get directly next? Use Brush Fire on the...
Oh, I can't do that one.
Yeah. Yes, as soon as you kill them, you're probably going to head to the next phase, which will trip the SR point.
Which will also trip me getting 1 or 2 of the Gundams.
You'll see.
I want to see what that looks like, so...
You already have, but...
Have I?
yeah, it's been a while.
I've only had it 2 stages.
Yeah. If you're one closer, you could use the gun pods.
Well, we'll be around for a while, for at least a little while.
Yep.
At this rate, we might be able to do a 3rd stage.
Maybe. But, yep, we'll see here.
Oh god.
So nice. Oh, may you enjoy that. And jot there. See.
That did not go well.
Oh, that did not. But he's okay. It's not the end of the world if you just buried yourself in the ground. The fun of having a drill-based
Shouldn't the
mech.
2 be the flying one?
No.
2's the speedy flying one with jets.
It is the speedy one.
It should have jets.
Well, I mean, they needed, you know, some way of making him balanced.
None of them did. Is there any other unit that digs?
Probably 1 or 2, but no more than that.
Can the Gurren Lagann dig?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, the Gurren Lagann's second option is dig.
I was going to say, if the Gurren Lagann can't also dig, something's wrong.
Yeah. Kill with the beam sabers and trip part 2.
The only other mech I can think of that can dig is the Grendiver.
I was going to say, you know, I can think of one other that probably can. I'd bet the Daitarn can dig.
It might be able to.
Because the Daitarn is able to swap into tank drill mode, as well as plane mode and a couple others. The Daitarn is strange.
The Daitarn is my favorite amongst them.
The enemies have been completely annihilated. Doesn't look like they've got any reinforcements either. So, it looks like Zero and Mr. Muragi's ominous predictions didn't come true, huh? You're too naive. Hey, you're that guy who helped me out earlier. Is that also one of the colony Gundams? Shouldn't you understand? You've been completely surrounded. What are you saying? We cleaned out the World Liberation Front. Wait a minute. There's a number of units rapidly approaching this area. This is...
All sides.
Yep. As they said, you're surrounded. Pretending Union in the EU? They're using HRL machines here. An allied army of the great countries, huh? What's with these numbers? They surrounded us while we were fighting the World Liberation Front? They aren't even attempting to signal us. They're just thinking of us as enemies, huh? Leaving aside the covert squad, we're a part of the UN proper, aren't we? Kathy, hail the Allied Army. No good. They're completely rejecting all of our hails.
Apparently, the Daitarn does not dig in a portable.
Well, we'll see.
It's not a particularly useful function.
Is this fine, Zex? The order we received was to come to this point and destroy all the squadrons there, without leaving a single behind. But they've got civilians on their side as well. That Celestial being the Black Knights and the colonies from the colonies, right? They're all the same! All units, commence attack. Hurry up and finish this mission. They're just completely ignoring us. Is fighting them all we can do? But there's so many of them! They don't intend to let any of us escape. If you don't want to die, then fight! Hey, you there! Why do you go ahead and charge straight into this, huh? My name is Wu Fei. You may be fools, but for the sake of my goals, I cannot have you fall here. Thanks for your feelings, but isn't that a bit crazy? If you have no intent to fight, then stand back. The weak should not come onto the battlefield. You're as crazy as always. Let's see. All units, repel the enemies who have approached. Aim for their commanders. This is bad. If I die, then I won't be able to pay anything back. So, destroy all enemies. Destroy for the SR point. Destroy all enemy reinforcements within 3 turns of Zek's appearance. So, let's see who all you have.
First things to check.
Nope,
not quite. Not quite. Can you transform after moving?
No.
Figure as much, but...
Yeah, so we've got the Tallgeese up there with...
Oh god, it's the Tallgeese one.
Yes, with Zex and 4 Ares. We've got Soma and Sergei, along with 3 Tyrian long ranges.
There's Patrick.
Patrick in the Enact.
I think
2 squadrons of knights. And Lancelot. Plus Graham and the Overflags. That's a lot of Overflags.
Unlike with Patrick, I can't tell which one of these is... It's probably him, but...
Yeah, it's the one in the lead.
But just based on design, you can't tell.
Yes, he does not get an Ace Custom. They're all custom. But you have the Shenlong now. That's nice. It's got the Dragon Fang attack it didn't have before.
Oh, that didn't work for some reason.
You weren't close enough or didn't have high enough will.
I was flying. That was not the intended bit, but...
There you go.
Those.
Good enough to transform your other guys.
Send you off this way.
Seems like there are a lot of circumstances going on behind the scenes. Means I'll take this as a chance that has been given to me by the goddess of luck. Now, for a heart-shaking battle with the Gundams I've been longing for. All of you who can you'll just run into an accident here.
That's more
Oh
than
boy.
I was expecting.
20,000 health.
Alright.
Okay. Gonna send a super.
Yeah, I'm still disappointed you don't have Accelerate. I should be able to get rid of him fairly easily. If I just...
Instinct.
Nah. It's going longer, it should be able to tank some.
Yeah. Gonna have him just snipe.
I'm trying to see if anyone would be able to... I highly doubt anyone can.
I don't think you have anyone who's able to hit from that long range after moving.
Only one person might be able to. I highly doubt it. Is that... No, it isn't, of course.
Yeah, no. There's no one who's capable of doing that post-movement. It's the problem. Yeah, I'd say the overflags are your biggest problem at the moment.
Go ahead and send Chirico.
Not quite enough damage.
Close, though.
Yeah, decently close. No, he cannot get over there. But he can go ahead and throw something. But he can't make sure it hits.
That's with focus active.
No, he doesn't have focus. That's bigger.
Bigger. Is this wall?
Yes.
I don't, quite frankly, trust it at all.
Yeah.
Send you over here.
Pink. Pink. A lot of HP. I'd recommend you move towards one of the groups. Yeah, you've got far too little off to the left and the bottom. You got everything up there at the top.
Okay, Hugo, you are somewhat combat capable.
You don't want to do that yet. You probably want to swap his form. Well done. Fourth.
I hate the wing so much in this.
I was going to say you probably want to know this.
Am I still screwed if the wing dies? This
Good question,
conditions?
yes. Yes.
Alright, wing. Back to this mode for you.
You
Retreat.
just have him hide in, you know.
I'm an actual battleship.
But that would be pointless, right? Haha, just tackle poor Suzaku there.
Nah, not worth it.
Let's see. The three countries are taking advantage of the attack on the World Liberation Front to get rid of the Peace Preservation Council? It may be that those Gundams and the Black Knights have some weird things going on, but to think that we'd even attack the civilians? This world. What on earth is right and what's wrong? You can only wonder.
Does God Mars have the same theme regardless?
Yes. God Mars only plays the one theme. The King of the Universe, God Mars!
You know, if God Mars dies, I'm going to be so...
It's fine for now.
Big thing there, though, for now.
And you're at the Ptolemaios. Just hide somewhere.
Ptolemaios should be fine there.
We can help. Yeah, you've got way too much stuff up top. Just gonna launch some missiles.
Sure, you've got a good hit and dodge chance.
Yeah, nothing will go horribly wrong if the Nirvash does die here.
It'll just
I mean, we don't want it to, but...
I love that the Rex 7 units just do the bombing constantly.
Because, you know, they're having to maintain their weight. They're surfboarding. Or skyboarding, or whatever you want to call it.
Refboarding.
Yes, I know it is refboarding, but... Flip mode. A lot of lasers.
That's on the level of Cascade Crisis.
No. Dynamic kill. Oh, this can't afford to fall. Also important to note, Eureka has SP recovery. Oh dear. We're gonna have dialogue here.
Oh yes, definitely.
I've found you, Gundam! I'll be sure to pay back my debt from Victoria's base at Victoria. The woman from back then, huh? I told you I won't kill women or the weak. I'm a warrior! I'll take you out to prove my ideals. If so, then I shall not hold back. Natak and I shall take you on! So she has a slightly different.
It's green.
There it is.
Because for them, black is mass production and green is special.
Okay. You cannot win against me.
At least in that instance.
I'll put an end to this.
Do you agree that he's a budget Sai Saichi?
No, not a budget Sai Saichi, but...
A less good?
Less good, definitely. Otto, this Talkie switch was perfected due to your life. I won't let it go to waste. See, but I'll have to leave your other request for a later time. For the Miad right now, the name of Peacecraft is far too heavy. Prepare yourself! Tuggy's beam saber? Yep.
Not even that.
But I can still fight!
It's too bad that I'm almost certain Wu Fei can't cheese things like he could in A Portable.
What did he do in A Portable?
His ace
Oh
bonus.
yeah, you could just continuously self-destruct, right?
Yes. He
Yeah,
would
no,
remain with 1
self-destruct
HP.
is not an attack. Or a skill.
But it's Hero's primary ability.
Haha.
Second dude telling people that he's going to kill them and then ignoring them. Sure, let's see what the prize.
This is a good chance. I'll be sure to prove my strength about the world and Grandmaker.
There's a reason you've never used self-destruct. It's almost never good unless you are him in the Shenlong Gundam with his ace bonus.
The ace of the Overflex Squadron will be me, Joshua Edwards! Nice try.
There is no other reason to use self-destruct, unless you have no other options.
Bossboro?
I don't think Bossboro can.
In some games I know the Bossboro can self-destruct, because it's just that stupid. It's a heap of scrap which by all means should not work.
It literally has part of a refrigerator in it.
It's going to attack you with the Graham Special. He has an attack called the Graham Special.
I like the shields. I guess he sensed a rivalry of transforming suits.
Yeah, it could be, but I was going to say it's more likely that, you know, the Exia is off that way, and this way he's still in range of something to hit. I mean, you still want to hit people.
Why would you ever do that?
Oh no. Swap boss in for the Mazinger? That sounds like a horrible idea to me.
Now in A-Portable you could swap him into the mass-produced Mazin Kaiser.
Oh.
Dynamic kill.
Huh. Well, you had weakened him quite a bit. Goodbye, Graham.
Although it's just sort of barely. 400 more.
With this I can't show my face to the professor.
I cannot wrap my head around putting Bossboro into the Mazinger.
Oh hey, a flight module.
Oh, finally, a flight module.
If this you truly are an opponent worthy of putting my life on the line to fight, we shall meet again! Don't die to anyone before me, my beloved opponent! Confirm another reaction. More reinforcements? Oh no.
Oh god, the red shoulders.
Mobile armors? The red shoulders are there as well. Is that the PMC Trust? Huh. This is quite chaotic, a battlefield with all of these aces from various countries. But I don't know anything about that. I'm just here to do my job. That's all the old Sarchas? Stop, I'll pay back my debt from before, you little Gundam!
And now the Nodle should show up.
What's like this? What do you think of this brat from Crucius? How is the taste of the Agrissa's plasma field? Such an upset. Get out of my way!
I really want to see what this looks like.
He's grabbing my unit? This is perfect timing. I was requested to capture one of Celestial Whatever's Gundams. How nice for you. I'll take you back alive as a gift. Tear up, Kara.
And now, Nodle. That was...
It scraps its armors? Come, Natalie! Commencing attack!
I just love that it can shift into that.
I love its hair.
I don't know if there's even a reason for its hair.
Probably some sort of cooling fins or something, but yeah.
Just like the...
Yes, the Natalie is definitely worse than the... It's definitely worse than the Virtue, but yeah, it's a thing. Ah, that's interesting. To think you had a trump card like that prepared.
I don't know why I'd say it's just worse.
Stat-wise, weapon-wise, it's worse. Don't say anything. Please note he used a different form of I every time there. Ore, boku, watashi.
Getting more and more humble.
You had to show the Natalie. Alright. This'll be interesting, Celestial whatever. Yes. Now the only thing you can't let die is Hero.
Of course.
As long as Hero survives, everything's fine.
You don't even have a chance to hit me, man.
Nope.
Bossboro is... interesting.
Yeah. Especially since it gets the Kurogane 5 special attack in this.
It's one of the few pieces of animation I'm disappointed in. Still.
Because the rockets are still in there?
Yeah. It's not that it's really disappointing, it's more just somewhat surprising.
It's a missed opportunity, is what it is.
They have a habit of making animations as flashy as they can.
And since that isn't, it's a surprise.
I don't have that, do I?
No, you do not. But it's just gonna full drill eyes right now.
No. Let's not full drill eyes.
Yes, don't burn through that much energy all at once. How does he hit someone flying with the skull break? That is the question.
He jumps.
Gotta love the shocked faces it always makes. Hey, you guys! Is this a place for humans to be fighting each other?
The Virtue got captured. All the All-Star shows grabbed the Virtue, and Virtue shed its armor to become the Nodle.
Yes.
That's its biggest thing. It's heavily armored and can turn into a lighter, more mobile suit.
Yeah, it's got an armor purge feature, which is always fun to see.
Does it actually get armor purge?
I believe so.
Nice. Anything with armor purge is good.
Yeah. Basically, whenever it dies, it should be able to purge into the Nadley. I mean, the Nadley is worse in all respects, as is the typical for purged units, but... I mean, hey.
It really
does its
shouldn't
job.
be worse in all respects.
It's probably got higher mobility. Yeah, worse attacks, worse armor.
Especially
You know the
since
deal.
it should have, that's probably later it gets the full equipment pack.
There's no such thing.
It doesn't. Because you know the Nodle is full equipment, right?
No.
Right, you never actually watched Double Up. It just steals all of the scrap it purged. The two cannons on the back.
Yeah, I
its
don't
two
think it
shoulder
does that.
cannons. It steals those and uses those as hand cannons.
Okay, yeah, I don't think it gets to do that. So we're supposed to pick out even the civilians who are affiliated with Celestial Being, huh? This operation, there's gotta be something hidden to it. With this, the three great countries, no, the entire world's gonna start moving, huh? Probably.
Yeah, most likely.
Godfire. Versus Varus Full Power.
I don't like Crit Chance.
It's only marginally better there and will deal less damage.
I'm perfectly okay with that.
Alright, Sutherlands, keep on shooting your weak weapons. Goodbye.
Become kills.
Yes, Takeru needs to get aced. Gonna make him far better. Of course. Of course they're going to shoot
I like
the Black
Lucius'
Knights.
attack animations. Not his Burai, but his animations. At least the Burai are small. Is the Gawain still a small unit?
I do believe the Gawain is. Well, I could be wrong about that though, because the
It
Gawain
could
has
be
a
medium.
the Gawain has a double cockpit.
The Gawain I could fully see being medium.
Yeah.
As can I see whatever his upgrade after that is.
Ah yes, that would be the Shinkiro.
Shinjiro. Yeah.
The Shinkiro constantly T-posing, Christ-posing, whatever you want to call its way it is.
It's always asserting its dominance.
Yes, it's
As
true.
as
It's
you
showing
would be
off.
as well, if you were foolish.
I mean, he's trying to flaunt his power to the world, so it makes sense that he would be in an ostentatious pose as he's fighting.
Is this the final? No.
No, it's just the Mars Flash. So sparkly. Just barely a
Just
kill.
barely kill.
But it was. I can't afford to die here.
Oh, that was actually a person.
Yes, that was Villetta. I'm mildly saddened there.
What?
That was Orange Goon.
Orange.
Orange
Oh,
Goon,
wow.
Orange Dono, whatever. They call him various things. Poor Jeremiah.
Orangey boy. That was the most condescending thing I saw on the wiki.
Okay. But look at Alto, even with Evasion Decay. Okay,
he does
now
also
he's
have
got
Focus
less, but,
on
you know,
right now.
Yeah.
And Evasion Decay does kick in more after 3.
No, it's that they were using a different weapon. Yes, you have the Tallgeese.
Okay.
So your biggest problem now, I think, is probably the mobile armor. So Eureka can confirm any one person 100% hit rate the way Tyria can. Alright.
Sure.
By the way, check the Nadley, see what it can do. GN Beam Rifle, GN Beam Saber. Yep.
That's a shame.
As I said, it's not good. Yeah. If I were you, I'd say your biggest problem is still Aliel Sanchez. Do you remember that, what's his name has both luck and effort? Musashi, that's the name.
Is it Musashi? I thought it was Benkei.
No. Musashi is the first one, Benkei is the second.
Sure. I'll do it at least once. I mean, amongst the people who are available right now, everyone else is better off going the other way. To try and deal with Aliel Sanchez. Sanchez?
Yep.
Sanchez?
I think it's Sanchez, but it could be Sanchez. Either way, you know. He's a pain.
After the Nodler was first deployed, he just sat there in space. I failed that up.
He probably would have done that here if not for the fact that, you know.
Active battlefield.
Yeah. Ooh, Gundanium armor acquired.
Ooh, nice.
2 levels up. I wasn't able to make use of the Tallgeese's power, huh? I can't... Yes. Oh, I'll retreat for now. Once I'm able to use the Tallgeese's full power, I'll put an end to this! Alright. Yep, there's Aliel Sanchez. Sure. I don't think you can get around to anyone squishy at the moment, so let's go ahead. Hit Aliel Sanchez with a Dragon Fang. Thanks to the Celestial whatsoever causing the World Liberation Front, this world's become pretty fun, huh? This is a good day to die, you lot. It's a good day for me to kill! Mobile armor. It looks so stupid. Like you've just glued a spider tank body to the upper torso of a mobile suit. But yep. And now, Dragon Fang. Has quite a range on it. Oh, and he's got some kind of barrier. Fun. Yep, barrier field. I'm curious here. Yes, the barrier field is an item equipped to him, so we'll probably get that when we kill him. Yeah, he's got blade rifle, plasma cannon, and plasma field. Ouch. If you get hit with the plasma field, you are unable to move next turn. Very fun. he's got a barrier field, just so you know.
Oh, fun.
So be sure to make liberal use of Setsuna.
Have they both gotten a... Did you use either of them yet?
No. Although they can, one of them can take her out. Hit it with the Mazinger. I would move first. Just so you know. Simple thing, but yeah. Also, note that, I'm sorry, Zex. Oh, fun, you got a Nerlast, see? Please note that he also has an attack, which, if he hits you with it, will prevent you from moving next turn.
Fun.
Yep. Which is the one he's using there.
What is...
Flash.
Let's go for Flash.
The Plasma Field. Brought from Cruises! This'll be the last day you get to enjoy having that little toy of yours. All the old suches. You can never win against me. See? I'm the one who pounded the basics of killing into you, aren't I? But I know. See? This world doesn't have a god. There's no way you could be fighting for a god. So I will become a Gundam. Good luck. Sir, I'm not over yet.
Well, they want to gun on me.
Da.
Moyagare?
Sure,
That's just the original art.
I was going to say Meiji Kawaguchi, but
Because the original art, thank you.
no, I thought that was Tobiagare. Rather than Moyagare, but
No, I believe it's Moyagare Gundam.
it could be. Either way, it's very nice that the barrier field he has chews through his energy.
Oh right, that's his mobile armor. That weird thing.
Yeah. It's bad.
What do you mean, bad?
It's a bad design.
This is Barrier Pierce.
Yeah. Salt Knife will pierce barriers. And he's got the Plasma Field as well. He's trying to use the Plasma Field, which will prevent you from moving. Yes, his Agrissa. Quite a poorly designed unit. I mean, maybe it's a good design, I don't know, but I don't like it at all.
I mean, as far as, designs go, it reminds me a lot of old Armored Core units I used to make.
Okay.
But it also has legs. You know, didn't you used to use the hovercrafts?
No, I typically went with the tank models.
Yeah,
Either four-legged or tank.
the four-legged. The tank was the only really great model. Okay.
So, you've got very little going on down there. I think it's bigger.
Yeah.
So, you've got two bosses there to deal with. Close in and use Denku Cannon, I'd recommend.
Yeah.
Denku Sword.
Which one?
I don't know.
You know, I'm really surprised none of them have instinct.
Yet. Probably not what you should use there, but...
Yeah, it's Moyagare. Armored Core was awesome.
Yes, it was. It's really sad that they haven't made any new ones.
They
but...
are. Or at least the creator of them has said, I really want to make another Armored Core, now that he's done with Dark Souls.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it's kind of hard to believe, but yeah. Dark Souls and Armored Core are the same people.
Just like Ace. Ace is also the exact same people.
Yep.
But not Ace Combat, that's a different series.
Yeah. So we'll have to look at... We should look into trying to play some of Another Century's episode this Saturday. And I'll have to find out how it works. Oh no!
Well, I know exactly what to do now.
That's why I was saying you shouldn't have...
And that's why Dieguard's over here.
Yep. But you can't heal them. Second option.
What do you mean I
restore.
can't heal them? What are you talking about?
Yeah, you have trust, but that's it.
Yeah, that's all I really need. That should be good enough. Alright.
So you've got a bunch of red shoulders, you've got the overflags on the right. You got a lot of stuff
I'm gonna
down.
just trust you for the down.
Should send, a couple of other people.
How much energy you got?
Not if you go ahead and use the final god bars.
I'm gonna go up instead. Is AC the last Raven the best? Is that 3?
No, I'm pretty sure it's a separate one. So I'm pretty sure I have that somewhere.
3 is my personal favorite. So that line's pretty good. I've not tried 4
Goodbye,
or V.
person.
Neither of the most recent ones, although I really do kind of want to.
I'm not the kind of guy who'll die here! Goodbye. You were cocky and arrogant. You probably deserve that.
Oh, that's change pilot.
Yeah. The needlessly long one is change pilots. Gonna send the Gurren Lagann up so it can deal with a bit more.
Yeah. I was really...
I mean, I wasn't thinking that high, but...
You know, I was really hoping I could get right up next to one of them for a Giga Drill Break, but...
But I mean, that's excessive.
Is it?
Yes. It is very excessive.
You really think a Giga Drill Break is excessive? This was a mistake.
What do you mean, a mistake?
This is what I mean by a mistake. This doesn't kill. It killed.
Yeah.
It did not kill.
Oh, because that was their commander.
Yes, I could tell that was their commander. That's why I was saying this was a mistake.
Yeah, it's fine.
No.
Nope.
Alright.
But we've still got Crow. You could send him to clear that up.
Do I clear that up, or do I do
I think you've got enough guys over there
Yeah.
who can deal with Elio Sartes. Yeah, just focus up. Do you want to leave this on?
Yes, actually I do.
Because you want to see if he finishes it.
Yeah.
Yep. The Bresta is pretty cool looking.
And I feel that I should at least let it run one animation per stage, you know?
Or something like. Yeah, the Bresta's got waist railguns like the Freedom series.
No, he doesn't play.
Yes, he does.
The thing is, he has actual waist railguns. I refuse to call the Freedoms waist railguns.
Why?
They are railed cannons. As such, they do not actually fire lumps of metal.
I thought that
fire
the Freedoms
lasers.
did. I know the Strike Freedoms are not, but I thought the actual
No,
Freedom
the
did,
Freedoms-
but...
The Freedom also fires lasers.
whatever. Either way.
It's a fine distinction.
It's a really pedantic thing, but yes. This is the limit, huh? Gotta retreat.
It's one of the pedantic things
Sniper
that
kit.
I will die on this hill.
Okay, if that's the hill you're picking to die on, then go right ahead. I'd go ahead and, command that clump you have first.
It would certainly be a smart idea.
Trider! Bird,
I trust in the
go!
Trider. I trust in the Trider. Do not make it a mistake.
I definitely think the Zambot has my favorite of the themes they have for them.
Which
Those
is your
look
favorite
bad.
of the mechs?
The Trider is the only one I have used with any kind of regularity.
No, I mean design-wise.
Yes, and as such, I haven't really looked at the other two that much.
I have to say the Daitarn is probably my favorite.
I mean, the Daitarn has the best pilot by far.
Yes.
Rather than a cheeky little brat who's the head of a company, or a
Three
bunch of...
kids who are failing frequently.
Or 3 kids who are being horribly haunted by the traumas of war and their neighbors who are constantly yelling at them for destroying the city. You have just basically a Batman-esque guy. Yo, like James Bond's secret agent. Far better.
Alright, I need one more kill. Who can get that?
Any of the little flags? That one's Patrick
Because
Colasor.
that one definitely won't.
Maybe if you swap back?
4.
Yes. Or maybe you should just have it hide in one of the, I was going to say use the full output beam cannon, but
Fly? Is it an option?
no.
Never mind then. That plan will not work.
Or you could use the frontier. No, you were trying to get the frontier up.
Yes.
Yep, and Shiriko can use assault combat if you want.
That's not one that will kill. With any kind of... Is Banjo a robot? Question mark. He's a cyborg, is what I'd be willing to say. He is most certainly one of the enemy types.
So, I mean, Japan just loves having, you know, the protagonist get power from the same place as the enemy is. Like every Kamen Rider ever.
And most Super Sentai.
I lost! I lost! Goodbye, Orange-kun. You... Damn you!
Honore!
Yes.
Decade
No decade on this one, but
I can never hear that without...
please be very careful where you fire that,
Why?
because it chews through a lot of energy.
I was primarily looking to see if there was anywhere that it would be good to fire it.
Yeah, at this point, no. But do be sure to try and use it this stage. I mean, if Patrick Colasor comes closer, clobber him. You have lock on. So you're
And I
probably
can
just
use
gonna
it
want to cast
twice.
that twice.
Yeah, the trope is fairly common in most things, really.
Yeah.
Heck, oh, I'm blanking. James Bond.
What?
Yeah, James Bond. Most of his inventions in the early ones came from enemy technology,
Huh.
if I remember correctly.
In all honesty, I've never seen a Bond movie, so I haven't no clue. Goodbye. I love at least that you can always see the Code Geass pilots ejecting. Impossible! How could this?
The Porter is a good unit.
Yeah. Quarter is the best battleship in this game. Although by far, the, Daigorin is the funniest. Lock on. Can only use it once though. Make it count.
It may not make it count, but at least, you know, it's a hit.
Yeah, it can't heal itself, so...
I do love the Gecko Ghost design.
Yes.
It's such
Top
a
secret
neat
spy.
shit.
It was supposed to be a top secret spy plane, but then it got stolen by anti-government forces, aka the Commander-in-Chief's younger brother.
Not in this one!
Sadly.
In this one, it was actually given to them.
Yeah.
Because they were a military task force.
Well, they were in the original as well.
I have to admit, I've not seen many Bonds either. Is Sean Connery...
Sean Connery is the most famous one.
I was gonna say, I know that a lot of people are willing to die on which one is the best Bond.
But he is one of the most commonly cited as he is the favorite. Oh, yeah?
Oh, hey. Nice.
Yep, he has instinct now. Alto. Very good moneymaker, as he's got luck as a pilot skill as well. So even if he doesn't get the double money from Bless, he still gets an additional 20% per kill. Yeah, probably worth it.
It'll be putting her in the line of fire, but
Unless, of course, those enacts go after her, but hopefully they won't.
I'll leave the two of them there.
I was swapped back to humanoid in the Gundam, but
There's a very simple reason why I'm not.
ouch.
I'm not switching back to
Out of my way! Out of my way! You don't get in the way of the Ace of the EU, Patrick Colasaur! Oh. Oh, you can't forget though, I'm getting an upgrade to the Ace of the World here now! I have to show off for Captain Mannequin!
Oops.
Oh, Patrick Colasaur. Being sort of bounces off the field.
I know who's getting that flight module
Okay.
for now.
If only the development of that had gone on schedule.
I am definitely going to be giving the flight module to the Mazinger,
Yeah, it could use it.
since it doesn't have its Scrander yet.
Yes, it will not be getting its Scrander for a while. Huh. See. Next time, the flag fighter will be completed! Just thinks the missiles will be enough. And they have the best hit chance. Bonk, bonk. Or Trider. Gotta make sure I don't hit the cockpits! Missiles! Fire! How are
I think
you
you
not
hit
going
the
to-
cockpit there.
Yes, how are you going to avoid the cockpit when you're firing missiles at a very small unit? I'm sorry, Captain. I leave the rest to you! But he's already gone. Eh, whatever.
I do like seeing the dramatic kill.
If you're a super robot, then I'm a super soldier!
That is technically correct.
Yes.
The best kind of correct.
Yes. Yes, but also... It's like, yeah, that is correct, but at the same time, it's really not what you're meaning. I lost? Yes, you did. I'm so sorry, Commander.
Oh, I got something.
Yep.
Nice.
An aiming lens.
Dankuken.
Yep, and a Dankuken to finish that off. They've got a lot of kills.
Yeah, their kills are on par with Lock-On and...
And poor Crow.
Yeah, Crow.
You've used them a lot.
And him, I think. Well, yeah, the Dr. Nova's a great unit.
Using the plasma field against the Seven Sword combination.
Oh, hey, I
You were very lucky. Just shoot that one down quickly. So sad to look at all these wonderful characters who've gotten so few kills.
I don't care.
Just show off the Giga Drill Break.
I have to. This when's the next time I'm gonna be able to.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
Did you just open the cockpit and fire at me?
Didn't look like it. It looks like it has, like, chest-mounted Vulcans.
Now, the most iconic attack.
Yep. Power Spiral activates. Splits into two. Pins them in place. Giga Drill Break! Just go straight through. Ching. Explodes in a huge cross of flames.
That was slightly more over the top than I was expecting.
This is Gurren Lagann. How can you expect it to not be over the top?
It's not that I didn't expect it to be over the top. I didn't expect the starting sunglasses part.
So, Patrick Colosaur is your current largest problem. Get a Robo? Also move it down one further if you can. Yep. Because it can take support.
Sure.
Let's see. You have the Getter. Be sure to show this one off if you fire it.
I'm gonna let him get the kill instead.
Okay.
So that means I need to deal about 6,000 damage.
Probably.
That could probably be done.
Can't do that again though, so hope for the best.
That looks like it should be good. I'll trust it.
It's your strongest attack. And lock on. Oh wait, one more thing.
I know what you're gonna say.
No, he's got it. Her second skill is effort.
Yeah, that was...
Alright, so, fire the Macross Cannon.
The full power.
Yes. Who's using the Macross Cannon? Understood. Oh, yes, retreating from the firing line. Macross Cannon, fire! Alright, just the portrait of him there. As Colonel Bobby is screaming. I'm sorry, Captain! They got me! Not again! Farewell, Patrick Colosaur. We'll see you again, buddy.
I really feel like he's an abnormal survivor.
Oh, he could easily be, given the number of times he survives completely hopeless situations. He's like Chiriko's brother or something. Or cousin. Why not cousin?
I don't think Chiriko's a human.
I mean, I don't think that humans are a thing, because they aren't, you know, from Earth or anything.
Yeah. The frontier fleet.
Chiriko just keeps on going. Goodbye, Suzaku. You'll be coming back again and again.
You may be.
And you got a Yggdrasil drive. That's nice. I can't go along with an operation like this. Kuragi Suzaku. Due to heavy wounds sustained by my machine, I'm retreating from combat.
Remaining units. 1, 2, 3, you.
Yes. Well, you can get Crow over there to help.
Yeah.
All-Star Archers deserves a good face punching. Just using the final God Mars for appearance, huh? Because it looks glorious.
And also, you know, against this one it should kill.
We can hope.
How does he turn an emblem into a sword? You
He's
know
a
what?
super
It's a super
robot. Super robots are...
illogical, as A Portable said.
Yes, I was going to say the name, but I've completely forgotten who the developer of the... Yes, it's the developer of the Full Burner, the Zafranthos. Yes, I've completely forgotten her name, however. Oh well.
It's because she's completely and utterly... She's not the name you remember. You remember Kouraki. I remember him due to my hatred of him.
And the Nightmare of Solomon.
And Velgato. And of course, who can forget Lieutenant South Burning? That was just a little overkill.
Yeah, just a bit. Yes, South Burning is a wonderful name. Kouraki, I know you hate him.
Is it a name, though?
It is apparently a name.
You know, I'm gonna try and get Dygart the kill.
Good luck. He's got that. He's got effort. I'm sure someone's got lock on. Yes, she has lock on there. I don't think this will kill, but...
It's worth a shot!
But it'll hurt. Yep, drop in the Not Punisher. But we don't have the great Not Punisher yet.
That's not till near the end of the game.
Yep. We'll get all of them to start in Saisei, though. It's just, you know, I kind of wish they'd had some of the Season 2 upgrades in this one as well. Like giving us, you know, hints of the O, the double O, and such. But oh well.
It's worth a shot.
Let's see. I would swap back to human form and use the high power Buster Rifle. You keep on landing.
It's because his one is backwards from everyone else.
Because he has to, you know, land to be able to transform. Or something like that.
Go ahead.
Alright, Wing.
I'm trusting you. Some piano player is looking at you and being horrified.
Probably. I cannot play the piano. I could only play the viola for a little while.
Even your conducting is off.
Yes, I know I'm not conductor. Just fly away. Mission complete.
I wish we got the F-91 and more things.
Yes.
Yes.
Exactly. That is the way of Hero Yui.
He's a
And he
man
has
who,
learned instinct.
he's a man who won't die even if you intentionally kill him.
Yep. Very much so. Gonna give, lock on the kill there. Now him go to try and punch Aliel Sarchez. There's not much point in him getting the kill there.
Yeah, no, I don't think lock on can either. Get this.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I was talking about having him just finish off that one. So yeah, you have Dun Cougar there who should be able to get the kill on him.
It's more to say, do I want to get the kill? Yeah, why not?
You may as well, you know, get Dun Cougar another. Dun Cougar's ace bonus isn't, you know, the best, but it's nice. It's, once you hit 131, it's power! I really can't win against it. Oh, and you got another energy gain item. So how's Aliel Sarchez doing? Oh, look at that energy. He can't even use his barrier anymore. But he's still got his rifle. So who will get the kill? The Getter? The Mazinger?
I'm gonna go from here and see what happens.
I don't think that will get a kill, but...
I don't either.
Mazinger next? Or Exia?
Mazinger almost certainly, because I'm done. Yeah.
Not gonna stay where you were?
Oh, I actually kind of did
Yep. Lock on. And fire the photon energy beam. The strongest attack it has.
And of course, also add in
Effort. I mean, it's his girlfriend after all. Take this! The power of photon energy! Photon energy beam! Always fun to watch it just launch into the air. Kanji Knight is a good fight theme, but not good as an opening in my opinion.
Then there's Shigoshin the Guardian.
Yes, that is a very good song.
Ideal. Kind of wish Ace had
Perhaps
Mazinger just
Mazinger really is invincible. I won't allow this. You can whine about it all you want. You aren't getting anything from that.
one level.
Chih. What fierce opponents. You're still gonna come at it. Quit getting in my way. I'll show you the joy of death. Or something like that. Goodbye. That's our point of contact. Mr. Ragi! Even more enemies are approaching!
Is that one of the KLF planes?
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that's Katie Mannequin in it.
Gee, I really hope I don't have to fight those.
Has that really got endless reinforcements? No matter how many we take out, there's no end to them! Ah! Damn it! Since it's coming this, we gotta get out of here. Alright, terrorists, listen up! This is Katie Mannequin of the Allied Army! If you quiet down and throw away your weapons, this will guarantee your lives. If not, we'll continue our assault. This sucks. Saraki! Order a retreat! We've already got a course planned out. If we could draw the enemy's eyes away for just a second, we ought to be able to use jamming and get away. Just a second. Even though a single second should be enough, but it's impossible. And now, die. Are we going to die? Without doing anything in this twisted world. Continuing to lose. Is that our goal? A Gundam? What's it trying to do?
Oh, are you going to self-destruct?
Don't tell me! I'll create an opening. All units use that opportunity to escape.
Hero.
Proceeding to self-destruct.
Someone mentioned, oh, so that's how Zero survived.
No! Don't let his resolve go to waste. Hurry! Hero Yui, you...
Someone was going, so that's how Hero managed to survive. He was wearing... or someone... That's how he survived. He was wearing Hero's tank top, which, you know, naturally increases your defense by 9,000.
Ptolemaeus Doctor's room.
Tagami.
Hero! You're awake? Don't push yourself. No matter how tough you may be, there's way too much. That was way too much. It's crazy that you're even alive. I didn't die, huh? Not even we can believe it. Thanks, Hero. Thanks to your sacrifice, we were able to get away from the area. Of course, we're still being pursued by right now and are fleeing like crazy at the minute. Is that so? Seems like we'll be able to repair your Gundam as well. Well, thanks to the spare parts that Duo and Quattro were able to provide. We'll give this to you as a special service. Of course, in your case, it's rather than patching it up, it's more like you were stealing my part. They just grabbed the parts off mine. Yep. Setsuna is the one who picked up both you and your Gundam. Not even gonna say a word of thanks, huh? Oh well, we're the ones who should be thanking you this time. All I did was carry out my mission. Hero Yui. I told you it's impossible. Don't try to stand up. You've still got way too many broken bones.
At least he's still better off than
He
in the
said his
anime.
bone himself? Come on, come on. That hurts just to think about. I can still fight. I don't... No, the fight's still ongoing. I don't have time to sleep. Why does someone like you, who's still so committed to fighting, blow himself up? It's not as if I chose to blow myself up. Because I wanted to die. At that time, that was the only option we had available. What are you saying? Do you understand that Stretcher even still alive here? The fact that we were surrounded like that was a tactical mistake. If you make a mistake like that, it's no different than dying. But if you died, that would have been the end of everything. It isn't the end. You saved my life, didn't you? So we're leaving everything up to us afterwards? That's a pretty weird thing for someone like you to say. I didn't even think of something like that. Was this a result of relying on your emotions? Yes. Even now, I believe that was the correct decision. Hero Yui. I think I finally realized you. See. During that mistake, I was forced to reveal the Nadli. According to plans, that shouldn't have been shown until far further on, and left as an absolute top secret. Gundam Nadli, the Virtue's true form. Even I don't know why that's such a top secret thing amongst Celestial Being members, but I wasn't able to protect that secret. See. In the case of something like that happening, I was supposed to purge my solar engine and self-destructed just like you did. If so, I have just one thing to say. What? If you blow yourself up, it hurts like hell.
Yep, you said that to Troa.
Troa's laughing?
Troa the clown.
That's surprising. It's not like Hero to make jokes. I wasn't intending to make a joke. I can't believe you. Hero Yui. I take back what I said about you being different than me. You're a Gundam as well. So that's so.
Fade out.
What sort of people are you to be able to laugh at a situation like this? You're pretty harsh, aren't you, Mysterious Savior? Don't say that. His mouth may be bad, but his skills are pretty good. At the very least, let me give you thanks for before, Wu Fei. I do not need anything like that. Before anything like that, we need to think of a way to overcome this situation. Let's see. We can't allow those in power to do as they like, as they had trapping us before. Even if you don't say anything like that, we already know it. Seems like things are pretty harsh here right now, though. But there is still hope remaining. Is there something you thought of? It isn't something like that. I'm just going to bet everything here on those of you here who are able to laugh even in the face of overwhelming despair like that. Well, since you've said it, we've got nothing to do but get on with it. Yeah, we can't afford to let things end here. But even if we're able to overcome this, things are still going to be tough. The problems of the World Liberation Front and that allied army chasing us, even if they are unrelated, stinks way too much. If we aren't able to get through this, we're going to be in quite a bit of trouble. New York, UN headquarters. Zexus escaped? That's how it is. That's how things are. Even though we were able to get the three great countries to move for a special unit to take them down, we still got away. But everything should be fine. The Allied army is still pursuing them. And so the eyes of the three great countries are totally focused over there. Project Izume's advancement isn't having any problems. But don't act so negative like that. AIM's going to hate you for it. What could you know about me? In order to protect my country, I'm willing to make the world my enemy. What could someone like you who's just throwing their money about and laughing flippantly possibly know about me? Haha, I'm sorry. After all, since I'm a rich man, there's no way I could think about the way people like you think. More than that, you need to hurry up and return to the militia. Project Izume is approaching its final phase. I've gone ahead and prepared some sweets for you. See you later! I almost want to say Toodles there is the way he signs
I think
off.
Toodles would be
It sounds
appropriate.
like the sort of flippant way he would happily do that. Carlos Saxene Jr., how long do you intend to keep on playing around? No matter how much I may need your money, why does I need someone like that? Representative Elgin! Isn't it rude for you to barge into a lady's room without knocking? There's something I want to tell you. What? Hurry up and leave already. Let's see. Know what you're getting into, brat. What? Don't think someone as unworthy as you would be able to move this world. What are you saying, Representative? If you're gonna play dumb, then go ahead and do so. I don't need any proof here. But I'll say this alone. Zexus won't go down that easily. No matter how many people you've been able to rope into that army of yours. Tell that to Axion as well. You don't understand. You're just... Let's see. Even though you knew you let that allied army form? Why? Isn't it obvious? If they weren't able to overcome something that weak, there's no way they'd be able to survive the battles ahead. Remember this, Suni Regis. If Zexus fails, then this world, all of humanity will be done for. What was that? Oh, I hate this. I hate everyone. Why does everyone try to terrify me like this? It should all just disappear. I'm safe. Amnesia and me. Save us. Poor Suni Regis.
So the question now, it's 5 o'clock. Do we stop now?
So at this point in time, I think we shall go ahead and stop for the day here.
Alright.
We have a couple of stages still to go before our next big route split. But yes, everything is looking pretty good. Zexus has been able to escape the traps that have been laid for them, survive some problems with allied armies, and overall, do pretty well. Hi Tagami, are you here to say goodbye to the viewers?
Yes.
Yes, by that. And Chrono has consecutive actions. Perfect.
Getter's not quite there. And yes!
And the Dan Cougar. Great. So that's very good for both of them. Alright. So, with that taken care of, we'll go ahead and sign off here in just a moment.
Take care if they finish the saving.
And we will see you all tomorrow. Hope you've been enjoying this as much as we have.
Yep. See you later.